Rank a mission. Time, 65 hours and 32 minutes. Rank 3, Chang Yue. Record, rank a mission. Time, 67 hours and 12 minutes. The whole hall just exploded into whispers. Oh my god, is that an actual S-rank mission? The Glory leaderboard has only been live for 2 days, and someone already cleared an S-rank? This freshman is being way too aggressive. Right then, a cool-headed guy steps up, smirking at Jingming. I did not think anyone could crush an S-rank mission faster than me. Hua Jingming, you definitely live up to the hype. He reaches out his hand, showing real respect. I always like making friends with the heavy hitters. I am Jiao Fang. It is great to finally meet you. Everyone flinches and backs away, whispering in awe. That is one of the school's top 5 Ice Mountain Jiao Fang. This is insane. Hua Jingming cleared that S rank faster than even him. Ice Mountain actually made the first move. Jingming's power is clearly top tier now. Jingming thinks to himself while scanning the guy's profile. Jiao Fang stats. Senior Jiao Fang. Elemental Academy. Level 4 beginner. A rank ice ability. Ranked top 5 among all Meido Superpower University students. He once froze an entire mountain peak, which is why they call him the Ice Mountain. Jingming shakes his hand politely. Hey there, senior. I have been hearing about you for a long time. Fang laughs heartily. Haha, you know me? Actually, I had a bet going with some of the guys to see who could finish an S-rank mission first. Looks like we all lost to you. Fang points toward the handover desk. Hey, Brother Hua, I'm going to go turn in my mission now. Next time we get a chance, I will introduce you to the rest of the crew. Jingming nods. Sounds good to me. Watching him walk away, Jingming smiles. Does this mean I am finally part of the school's elite inner circle? On his way out, Jingming remembers. Yesterday morning, his teacher texted saying he had finally finished training. Before starting the next mission, I better go pay him a visit. The scene shifts to an old traditional villa, nestled quietly at the foot of a majestic mountain. Stepping onto the sunlit porch, Jingming bows respectfully. Hello, Master. Hi, Senior Brother. Master, has the Eternal Thunder combat skill improved yet? Master Chen takes a slow sip of tea. You think it is that easy? I spent 45 days in seclusion and only found a tiny clue. Senior Brother Lu steps up with a huge grin. Junior, you have been killing it lately. Not just clearing an S-rank mission, but even befriending Ice Mountain Jiao Fang. Jingming is shocked. Senior, how is your intel so fast? Lu smiles. I saw the posts on the official school website. Since you can handle S-rank missions alone, you might just get a spot in the National University Tournament this March. Master Chen interrupts. It is not a maybe. Principal Lang told me Jingming is already a reserve player for the tournament. Lu gasps in shock. What? A guaranteed spot already? Jingming must be the first student in school history to hit the national tournament in his freshman year. Master Chen stands up, waving his hand excitedly. All right, to the training room. Your senior brother has not sparred with you since he recovered. This is the perfect time for some real practice. Jingming nods happily. You got it. Senior brother Liu is pumped too. I want to see how strong you really are now. Inside the massive training hall, the two square up. Senior Liu grips his spear, eyes sharp. Jingming, I am not holding anything back this time. Jingming calmly raises his spear. Ready. Master Chen shouts from the side. Both sides ready? Go. Instantly, a surge of green lightning explodes. Senior Liu's hair flies everywhere as he releases an overwhelming, murderous aura. Jingming matches him, his body glowing with brilliant gold thunder. His eyes flash with unstoppable electric power. He thinks, an SS rank ability is seriously insane. To win, I have to end this fast. Senior Liu swings his spear down with a whistling green bolt. Jingming spins his weapon to block, shouting confidently, Bring it on! Clang! The spears collide with massive force. Green and gold lightning interweave and explode. The fight moves at breakneck speed, electrified weapons clashing over and over again with deafening strikes. Clang! After a barrage of ear-piercing hits, the intense battle ends 3 minutes later. Senior Liu grips his spear, panting and soaked in sweat. He drops to one knee, smiling in total defeat. I lost. I just cannot beat you, man. Jingming retracts his spear and waves it off. Senior Liu, you were taking it easy on me. Liu shakes his head. Not a chance. I gave it everything. You are just a straight-up monster. I have to be there to watch you compete in the national tournament. Master Chen walks over, laughing out loud. Excellent. So, Jingming, what is your plan now? I will approve any leave you need from your classes at the academy. Jingming nods. That is perfect. I am planning to focus purely on missions for a while. Walking away, Jingming does the math. Looking back, farming Godblood messengers is way faster for ability points than hunting those regular beasts. Time flies. 1 month later, students are crowding around the holographic glory leaderboard again. The updated stats are leaving everyone speechless. Rank 1. Hua Jingming. Record, 3 S ranks, 6 A ranks, and 4 B ranks. Total time, 225 hours and 12 minutes. Rank 2. Kong Shi. Rank 3. Jiofang. One student gasps in disbelief. Who would have thought a freshman would actually snatch the top spot on the glory leaderboard? Another adds, right? Kong Shi is about to hit level 4 mid-tier, but even he is still lagging behind. How the heck is Hua Jingming training? This guy is basically a cheat code. It's awards day, and Kan Min is just strolling into the hall with his hands in his pockets, totally chill. Finally time to collect his prize. Everyone's dying to know what he's getting. The students are whispering in awe because he went from a fresh awakening to rank 3 intermediate in 6 months. It's actually insane. Look at that. Hua Kan Min already hit rank 3 intermediate. Even with an S rank ability, that speed is terrifying. No wonder people are starting to call him the Thunder Emperor. Jiao Fuang walks up to tease him. Hey Kan Min, it's only been a month and you already got a cool nickname, Thunder Emperor. Sounds like a total badass, right? Kan Min just scratches his head and laughs. Senior Jiao, you're trippin'. That's just a name people made up. Jiao Fuang waves over a woman walking toward them to introduce her to him. This is the one I mentioned before, Shen Dongling, also known as Bloodhand. Shen Dongling, rocking a tight orange dress, smiles and compliments him. Having that kind of endurance at rank 3? You definitely earned that Thunder Emperor title. But where are those 2 girls you're always with today? Kan Min shrugs it off. They're stuck studying for final exams. Once I grab my reward here, I've got to head back and hit the books myself. Jiao Fuang face palms. Right, finals. I always forget you're just a freshman because you're such a beast. The school official steps up, smiling, to announce the top-ranked student, Hua Kan Min. Kill count, 978 Destiny Cult members. Reward, 1 S-rank resource and 3,000 credits. The whole hall goes dead silent before erupting. Holy crap, in just 1 month, this guy actually took out almost 1,000 enemies? Is the Thunder Emperor really that brutal? That's over 30 kills a day. Man, he's even more ruthless than Shen Dongling. Jiao Fuang yells in shock, You really killed that many cultists? I haven't even hit 500 yet. Kan Min just plays it cool. It was alright. I just happened to have 2 missions near their branches, so I took the liberty of clearing them out. The official hands him the prize. This is the S-rank cultivation resource for you. A bottle of level 6 Guyuan pills. There are 10 inside. I hope you keep grinding and hold on to that number 1 spot for the next ranking. Kan Min nods respectfully, promising to work hard. Looking at the bottle, Jiao Fuang sighs. S-rank resources. That's going to make his training speed skyrocket. That top spot prize is seriously sweet. Kan Min gives a light smile. Jiao Fuang rubs his chin and leans in. I think instead of risking your life on missions, you should just marry Tong Thu Van. Her family is a legendary rank 8 lineage. Kan Min waves him off. I'm not into being a sugar baby, he thinks to himself. Why rely on a woman when I have the deep blue system? Leaving the hall, Kan Min starts planning. My teacher said I still need to master a solid fist technique next. In his thunder mode, his physical body is already a deadly weapon. Fighting up close could also help manage the bloodthirsty side effects of his lightning. He opens his skill library and makes a choice. Thunder Dragon Fist. Simple and effective. Rank A. It concentrates lightning power into the fist for a strike that hits like a bolt of electricity. Closing the menu, he sets a goal. Master the basics first, then find his teacher for a checkup later. Suddenly, his phone starts ringing off the hook. Kan Min answers. It's Vice Principal Lang on the other end. Kan Min, get over here. He heads over and steps into her office. Sensing her vibe has completely changed, he asks in surprise, Principal, did you finally break through to the next level? Vice Principal Lang gives a charming smirk. Your senses are sharp. Definitely don't feel like a typical rank 3 user. Kan Min bows and offers his sincere congratulations. He thinks to himself, of the 3 rank 8 vice principals there, the others are over 50 and still stuck. Yet she just took a huge step forward. I wonder how old she actually is. Looking at her skin and figure, she looks incredibly young. Her cold voice cuts through his thoughts. It's not polite to guess a woman's age, you know. Kan Min jumps, breaking into a sweat. Principal, can you read my mind? He panics, clutching his chest. I'm dead. I just walked right into it. Vice Principal Lang is famous for being terrifyingly strict there. Now I've got to face the fury of a rank 8 great grandmaster. She smiles gently and explains, I'm not a mind reader. It's just that a rank 8's mental power is so massive that even the tiniest emotional flicker can't hide from my eyes. She warns him seriously. So remember, around high-level users, keep your face neutral. Kan Min bows his head, admitting his mistake. I understand, ma'am. He breathes a sigh of relief. Whew, she's not actually pissed. She looks him in the eye and adds softly, also, you don't have to guess. I'm 34 this year. Not some old grandma like you were imagining. But deep down, she feels a bit flustered. What's wrong with me? Why am I explaining myself to a student? Kan Min immediately starts sucking up. Only 34? That's so young. Most rank 8 masters in the country don't reach that until 46. Even Teacher Duong is over 50 and still stuck at rank 7. She snaps at him but can't hide her pride. Stop the flattery and let's get back to the point. Winter break starts in 2 days. Do you have any plans? Kan Min answers seriously, I'm heading back to Jiangnan to train in the Thunder Realm for a month. He turns to his smart device. Ava, what is the straight line distance from Mado University to the Jiangnan Thunder Realm? The Eva orb glows blue and reports back. It's 563 kilometers. Vice Principal Lang nods calmly. 563? No problem. At rank 8 intermediate, she can teleport up to 600 kilometers. She gives him a serious warning. The Destiny cult is pushing back hard lately. If you ever find yourself in a life or death situation, just crush this talisman. Kan Min takes it, truly grateful. Seeing her smile, he thinks to himself that even if she doesn't mentor him daily like Teacher Duong, she's like a massive shield protecting his life. It's good to have her in my corner. I've got to train hard and make sure I don't ever let her down now. Cut to the training grounds, where the wind howls and screams through the air. Kan Min is straight up unleashing power, his fists throwing heavy strikes that crackle like thunder while a flaming lightning dragon surges out of his knuckles. Boom. Lightning explodes everywhere, showing off the absolute raw dominance of that insane lightning dragon fist technique. Watching his progress, Master Duong strokes his beard with a grin. Not bad, kid. Looks like you actually listened for once. The secret to the lightning dragon fist is all about energy control and pure punching speed. The more you concentrate your energy, the faster you strike and the more it hurts. Master Duong pulls out a glowing object and hands it over. This level 6 protection charm is all yours, Kan Min. This thing can tank any hit below the Great Grandmaster level. Kan Min takes it, his face lighting up. Thanks, Master. This is straight up clutch. He is thinking to himself. A level 6 protection charm from a lost civilization. You cannot even buy this kind of gear with money. Master Duong just smiles at his student and continues. You are heading to the Thunder Secret Realm, right? I will send you the number for one of your seniors who graduated. He was assigned there as a field supervisor. I am sure he can pull some strings and make things way smoother for you. Kan Min nods. Understood. Master Duong strokes his beard again, giving one last warning. That place is over 500 kilometers away. Principal Lang cannot teleport you that far, so watch your back out there. Kan Min just shrugs it off. Wait, Master, you did not hear the news yet? Principal Lang actually broke through to level 8 middle rank. She can blink across 600 kilometers in an instant now. Master Duong is floored. Level 8 middle rank? Principal Lang really is the #1 S-rank ability user at Mado. Her growth speed is honestly terrifying. He plays it cool and chuckles. Sounds like you and Principal Lang are pretty tight. You are getting the tea even before I do. But with her watching your back, I can sleep a little easier. Fast forward 2 days. Kan Min is back at Lakeview District in Jiang City, where his aunt greets him with a huge smile. He walks in with a friendly grin. Hey, Auntie, Uncle, and Kiki. His aunt gives him a pat on the shoulder. Come here, let me look at you. Only 1 semester away, and you have already grown so much. His uncle, rocking an apron and busy cooking, looks back and laughs. Hang on a second, dinner is almost ready. Kan Min stands in the room and pulls something out. Auntie, Uncle, I actually brought some gifts for everyone. Everyone is totally stunned. The whole family piles onto the sun-drenched sofa in the living room to check out the loot. His aunt opens her box and gasps. Kan Min explains calmly that these are 1 cubic meter spatial rings, one for each of you. It is going to make carrying your stuff around way easier from now on. His uncle picks up the ring with shaking hands. 1 cubic meter? Good heavens, this thing has more storage than our own advisor's ring. He gets nervous and tells his daughter to put it back. No way, Kiki. This is way too expensive. We cannot take this from him. Kiki just looks at it blankly. Is it really that pricey? Her dad wipes away some cold sweat. A ring like this costs at least 50 million. That is decades of our family's savings right there. You tell me if it is expensive. His aunt looks worried and says they cannot accept it. Kan Min just waves them off with a laugh. Do not even worry about it. Look, the one I am wearing holds 10 cubic meters. Plus, I am already a level 3 middle-rank fighter now. Small rings like that do not really help me much anymore. Kiki is literally bug-eyed. What? You are already a level 3? Are you serious? Even the advisors at my school are only level 4. Our Kan Min has really made it big. His uncle beams with pride. Since you are so strong now, Kiki can take one. But your aunt and I are good. I am going back to cooking. We are definitely grabbing a heavy drink later. Kan Min just nods politely. That night in his room, Kan Min pulls out some S-grade cultivation resources. A level 6 Gyu Yuan pill. Time to see what this stuff can do. He sits cross-legged on the bed, closes his eyes, and starts his training. His energy begins to hum and pulse through his body. Energy starts swirling around him like a mini hurricane, making the air hiss and whistle. 30 minutes later, he checks his stats. That S-grade stuff is no joke. It is powerful. My physical and mental stats both jumped by over 10 points. Usually, a single training session only gives me 0.5. He feels a bit bummed out. Too bad the side effects mean I can only take one a day. But my deep blue system is still the GOAT. As long as I have ability points, I will hit level 9 in no time. Next day, Dongha City. The entrance to the Thunder Secret Realm. Cruising in a supercar with his senior, Jiang Lak, Kan Min gets curious. Is that massive wall over there the entrance to the realm? I thought the sky above these places was always covered in thick clouds and non-stop lightning. Jiang Lak just gives him a mysterious smirk. You will see soon enough. The supercar glides smoothly toward the massive metal gates tucked away in the underground levels. The scanner beeps with a mechanical voice. Identity confirmed. Supervisor of the Thunder Dojo, Jiang Lak. Beep. Identity confirmed. Motto University S-rank pass holder detected. User, Hua Kan Min. Remaining time, 29 days, 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds. Access granted. The gates slide open, and the car disappears into the dark tunnel. From high above, the area outside the wall looks like a totally normal, peaceful neighborhood. Jiang Lak asks him if he is surprised. Kan Min can only nod in total amazement. Yeah, looking from the outside, you would never guess what is in here. But as soon as they pass that giant wall, it is a whole different world. Massive lightning bolts tear through the gray sky, slamming into the city streets with non-stop explosions and a constant roar of thunder that never ends. Kan Min scans the area, his jaw basically on the floor. This is not what I expected at all. I thought it would be all wild and primitive, but there is an actual city inside here. How do you guys hide something this big with just a wall? Jiang Lak laughs. It is a masterpiece created by high-level space ability users. That wall we just crossed is actually a spatial portal. He points toward the center. This city area is just a place for ability users to rest and live. It is totally soundproofed. The real Thunder Secret Realm is out where that massive storm is brewing in the distance. Jiang Lak pulls out a glowing crystal to introduce the Lightning Realm. This is a Thunder Core, a local specialty you can only get by hunting down Thunder Beasts. Level 1 beasts do not have them. For level 2 and 3, it is all about luck. Level 4 beasts will definitely drop one. He hands it to Kan Min. These cores have many uses. The easiest way is to crush it and use the lightning to toughen up your body. This one is a top-tier level 4 core. Take this as a gift from your senior. Kan Min takes it and thanks him, but asks why he cannot just train by jumping straight into the lightning storms. Jiang Lak explains that the lightning in the storm zone is too wild and the intensity is always jumping around. It is way too dangerous. Meanwhile, the core is super stable. Plus, the beasts in this lightning realm are way stronger than your average wild monsters. The closer you get to the center of the storm, the scarier the lightning and beasts become. They pull into a luxury neighborhood. Jiang Lak says they are almost at his house and to rest up. Kan Min cuts him off, saying he is heading straight into the storm zone right now. Jiang Lak agrees and offers to drop him off. Looking at the kid's determined face, he thinks, an S-tier working this hard? No wonder the teacher thinks so highly of him. It is rare to see this hustle. The car rolls slowly past fancy mansions under the bright, warm afternoon sun. Deep in the shadows, a guy in a black robe bows. Lord Cardinal, that Motto University student Kan Min has killed over 1,000 of our cultists in a month and wrecked 2 branches. He is currently at the Lightning Realm. What should we do about this problem, sir? The Cardinal looks cold and cruel. Kan Min has an S-tier ability and a lot of influence. If we are going to strike, it has to be a killing blow. One shot, one kill. I will report this to the High Priest and the Master of Destiny. As for this rebel, kill him on sight. Scene changes to the lightning storm entrance, where military armored trucks and crowds of people are everywhere. Kan Min and Jang Lok hop out and see a man. Jang Lok waves and asks Coach Wu if he is also visiting the storm zone today. Coach Wu shrugs and says he has no choice. He is stuck handling the rookie entrance exam. He glances over at the stranger. Jang Lok introduces Kan Min as his junior from Meido University. He is planning to put in some work here during his winter break. Kan Min, meet Coach Wu from our Thunder Dojo. The kid nods and gives a respectful hello to the coach. Coach Wu smiles, impressed. Definitely a Meido University genius. No wonder his aura feels so sharp and intense. The elite students in the back start whispering. That guy is from the top university? They wonder if Motto students are actually stronger than them. Looking at his vibe, he seems to be just a mid-tier 3. A cocky guy with his nose in the air butts in. Shut up. We came from the elite training camp. Obviously, we are way better. Kan Min waves goodbye, telling Senior Jang he is going in. Jang Lak tells him to be careful. Coach Wu turns to his students and tells them to move out. Listen up. This test lasts 6 days. If you cannot take down one peak level 3 Thunder Beast, then do not even bother coming back to see me. Kill a peak level 3 beast? That is a huge ask. They are only peak level 3 themselves. But then again, they all came out of the elite training program, so they should be fine. This requirement should be a walk in the park for them. Someone points ahead to the guy leading the pack. That is Lei Kan Yang, an A-tier lightning user. He is the best student in this year's elite training camp. Killing a level 4 beast would be zero problem for him. Outside, Coach Wu tells Jang Lak that his mid-tier 3 junior has a pretty extraordinary vibe. His combat power must be at peak level 3, right? Jang Lak just laughs. My other junior told me this little guy actually has the power of a peak level 4. Wu nods, saying peak level 3 is definitely possible. He smiles, hoping for the best. A Motto University genius never disappoints. If there is time, maybe he can spar with my students. Deep in the lightning forest, Kan Min feels the ground shake. This place is the real deal. The thunder never stops. First, I will kill some monsters. Then, I will find a high-activity lightning zone to study the natural storms for a bit. Suddenly, someone shouts, "Hey, Meido University, bro, wait up." Kan Min turns around to see the 3 elite students walking over. He asks them what is up. The purple-haired guy speaks up. Look, we have always been curious about the power of geniuses from the top-tier schools. If you are down, how about a contest to see who hunts more thunder beasts over the next few days? No hard feelings, we just want a friendly spar to see where we stand. Kan Min calmly rejects them. A contest? Sorry, not interested. He thinks to himself that there is not even a single level 4 here. How could they even hope to compete with me? As Kan Min walks away, the gray-haired guy frowns. You are really just going to reject us like that? The green-haired guy tries to stop him. If he does not want to, let it go. The gray-haired guy sneers. Wow, are all top university kids this cowardly? Too scared to even agree to a contest. Kan Min stays silent and keeps moving. Leaving the group behind, he pushes deeper into the gloomy forest. Suddenly, a massive beast roars and lunges at him from the thick bushes. Kan Min dodges and analyzes the beast, an armored lightning rhino. Based on its size, it is probably a high-grade level 1. Senior said the monsters here are tougher than normal wild ones. I want to see exactly how much stronger they really are. The monster roars and charges. Its horn blasts out blue lightning that tears through the air. Kan Min calmly raises his hand to block. A surge of electricity fires straight at him. Standing firm after the impact, Kan Min brushes some dust off his shirt. The lightning power is actually not bad at all. Just one bolt would be enough to wipe out most level 1 beasts in the normal wilderness. His eyes suddenly flash with a cold light. Next, let us see how well this thing can handle a physical hit. Kan Min powers up and rockets forward like a bullet toward the armored rhino that is still acting all tough and aggressive. He lands a massive punch right on the beast's head, sending blood and guts flying everywhere. As the monster crashes to the ground, Kan Min pulls his hand back and gives his verdict. Its defense is way higher than usual, high-rank Tier 1 beasts. Tier 1 high-rank armored rhino neutralized, plus 15 ability points. Guess getting zapped daily makes them tough as nails. It would be weird if they were not resilient. He cracks his knuckles with a wicked grin. It has been a month since a real life or death fight. Time for the slaughter to begin. I need to hit high Tier 3 fast. 4 hours deep in the grind. The system pings. You killed a Tier 2 mid-rank Swift Bolt Wolf, plus 25 ability points. Clutching his spear over a massive bleeding wolf carcass, Min narrows his eyes and mutters. Only 9 kills in 4 hours. Anywhere else, I would have 40 by now. The beast density in this thunder zone is way too low. He checks the 3D map and sighs. Cannot have it all, I guess. Should I just focus on grinding my ability mastery levels instead? Staring at the map zones, he calculates the distances. The outer rim, the center, then the inner core. I am in the center now. Let us hit the core first. That is probably where the real party is at. 5 hours later at the core, destructive blue lightning bolts are slamming into the ground with total godlike power. Standing in the chaos, his lightning armor hums. This core zone is no joke. The raw energy is actually testing my immortal lightning physique. Looks like I have to keep my powers cranked up 24/7. He scans the creepy, empty forest looking for signs of life. They said beasts struggle to survive here, but I do not see a single soul. Suddenly, a piercing screech rips through the sky, grabbing his attention. He looks up, tracking a massive shadow diving into the clouds. That is the inner core area right there. Green feathered thunder eagles. They are literally hunting for the strongest lightning strikes. Flocks of them are slamming straight into the high-altitude storm clouds. He smirks as a plan forms. It is not just the eagles. Every thunder beast I have seen so far does this. For them, lightning is a power-up. So, maybe I can use my own divine thunder as literal monster bait. He lunges upward, landing perfectly on a massive ancient branch. Relaxing his posture, he looks out. But first, I need to level up my mastery. I will stay here and study the natural lightning to train properly. Bathed in the glow, he smiles. Lightning jumping between clouds. Ball lightning, chain lightning, violent, wild, and sharp. There is so much detail in the storm I never even noticed before. He raises his hand, focusing blue electricity around his fingers. Turns out, watching nature is the best way to hack my own mastery levels. 3 hours pass. The energy in his hand turns into a dense, brilliant yellow glow, crackling and hissing with raw power. Looking at the golden sparks, he calculates. My control now is basically on par with my old S-rank thunder ability. To reach the liquid state, I will need some more time. He stands up, finalizing the plan. Energy, liquid, solid. Each stage is deadlier than the last. That is enough for today. One step at a time. Back to the center to test my bait idea. Back at the center of the storm zone, he plants his feet firmly on the dirt and mutters. My ability point haul depends entirely on this working. He spreads his arms wide, releasing a massive wave of golden divine thunder. Instantly, roars erupt from all directions. It is working. Energy exploding. He waves them over. Come and get it, losers. Drawn to the lightning, massive beasts go berserk and charge out of the brush. His eyes flash with a cold, ruthless light. The harvest begins now. He flexes his claws and starts the chant. Since you all want a taste of my lightning so bad, I will give you a full bath. Massive golden bolts erupt from the ground, creating a cage of fire for the panicked beasts. He smirks, firing sharp spears of lightning straight into the middle of the pack of monsters. An earth-shattering explosion sweeps through the forest, turning everything into a golden sea of fire, but as some fall, more charge straight at him. The waves do not stop. He gathers every ounce of power into his hands. His eyes burn with bloodlust. Perfect timing. Divine lightning. A massive blast rocks the area. The system goes crazy. Tier 3, mid-rank rhino, dead, plus 37 points. Tier 1, high-rank cat, dead, plus 11 points. You just killed a Tier 3 high-rank scorpion-tailed lion. That beast was an absolute monster to drop. Tier 2, tiger, dead, plus 23 points. Min smirks. This bait trick is actually working like a charm. This is 10 times faster than before. Standing among the bodies after the bloodbath, he checks the system screen one more time. 1,813 points. At this rate, I will hit Tier 3 high rank before I know it. Sweaty but determined. He locks in. It has only been 1 day. Bait for 2 hours, rest for 8. That is 3,600 points twice a day. The future looks bright. He starts carving into a massive white wolf. Loot first, find a spot to crash, then get back to the hunt. Picking up a glowing purple crystal, he smiles. My first Tier 3 kill dropped a thunder core. Luck is on my side. 5 days later, a group of 3 elite students are trekking through the center of the storm zone. A guy with gray hair shakes as he asks, Loy, it is 3 a.m. Do we really need to be up this early? Loy walks calmly. What is the difference between 3 a.m. and noon in a storm zone? It is basically only light for 3 days anyway. Lei, today is the final stretch of this 6-day test. When are we getting out of here? His friend asked. Lei Jinyang checked his watch. Around 6 p.m. tonight. We finished the goals, but staying longer scores us extra points with the brass. Don't go embarrassing the elite training camp now, Lei added, sounding way too serious. Gray hair smirked and added, don't sweat it. And hey, that total loser from Mado Ability University probably tucked tail and ran from this storm zone days ago, right? Guess those top-tier college kids aren't such a big deal after all, he scoffed. The girl nodded along. Yeah, definitely overrated. I mean, even with us taking turns resting, we barely held it together. There is no way that guy survived out there all by himself. Gray hair chuckled. Glad I was smart enough to skip those martial arts college exams and head straight to the lightning dojo instead. Suddenly, a massive and blinding bolt of lightning ripped through the sky and exploded in the distance. Gray hair jumped. What the heck? Is that an earthquake? Then he saw the stampede. It is a beast tide. Run for it. Lei Jinyang narrowed his eyes, staying cool. Relax. That is not a full-scale beast tide. Not yet, anyway. Right at the front of the pack, Kan Min was hauling tail, his body completely wrapped in crackling arcs of yellow lightning, gray hair pointed, eyes wide. Wait, is that the Mado Ability University kid? He is back? Looks like he accidentally poked a hornet's nest with those monsters. Let's go. We should help him out. But the girl grabbed his arm, sweating bullets. Hold on. Is this guy seriously trying to save his own skin by dragging that entire beast tide right toward us? Kan Min kept blurring through the trees like the wind, leaving glowing streaks of electricity behind. Behind him, a massive pack of lightning beasts roared, snapping at his heels. Gray hair let out a nasty little chuckle. Serves him right. That selfish jerk is finally getting exactly what he deserves, huh? Total karma, the girl muttered. But then she paused. Wait, something is wrong. There are more of us here. Why aren't those lightning beasts coming after us instead? Lei Jinyang watched closely. He is intentionally using that yellow lightning to keep their attention. He started breaking into a cold sweat, thinking to himself, that guy is only a level 3 intermediate. What is he thinking, luring that many monsters? There are even peak level 3 beasts in that pack. The girl screamed, Look, he just stopped! Lei Jinyang clenched his fists, his heart racing with pure tension. Unless I use my absolute trump card, even I would have a hard time handling 7 of those things. What is he planning to do? Suddenly, Kan Min spun around and slammed his fist into the dirt, releasing a massive explosion of lightning that sent them flying. Lei Jinyang's jaw hit the floor in total shock. How is the blast radius of his ability that huge? And that power is just insane. I am at the peak of level 3, and my maximum range is only 30 meters. He bit his thumb, his eyes darting around as he processed the scene. Something is off. His lightning ability is way beyond rank A. Could it actually be rank S? No way. That is impossible. The only rank S student at Mado Power is a freshman, but this guy is already at level 3 intermediate. Gray hair clutched his head in pure terror. Good lord, since when were the guys from Mado Ability University this savage? He is out here slaughtering those monsters like flies. Standing amidst the carnage, Kan Min wiped his brow. 23,000 energy points. Finally, enough to level up. I have not slept for 5 days and nights, so my physical condition is starting to tank pretty hard. I need to find a quiet spot to spend these points before I head back. As Kan Min walked off, Gray hair turned to Lei Jinyang. Hey Lei, could you have handled that pack? Lei Jinyang went quiet for a moment before admitting. I could, yeah, but there is no way I could have taken them down that fast. Gray hair wiped his forehead and clicked his tongue. Wow, even faster than Lei? That guy is the real deal. Thank God he did not agree to that sparring match. If we had fought, he probably would have beaten us into the dirt. The girl tried to cheer him up. Lei, do you think he can hunt level 4 monsters like you can? Lei Jinyang let his pride flare back up. If that display was the limit of his power, then the answer is definitely no. The girl gave him a sweet, flattering smile. See? Lei is still the strongest. 10 minutes later, Kan Min was perched on a high tree branch, whispering to his system, Deep Blue, level me up. A massive, blinding pillar of lightning struck him directly from the sky, looking like it was literally tearing the fabric of space apart. As the upgrade finished, Kan Min clenched his fists to feel the surge of new power. Level 3 advanced. Both my physical and mental stats jumped by nearly 500 points, and my ability range hit 40 meters. I am at level 4 rank A power now. He moved out quickly, his eyes gleaming with excitement. I was planning to head back to base, but now that my energy has recovered a bit, I am not so sure. I think I will take a trip to the core zone and observe the natural lightning strikes. Back at the base, the gray-haired boy stood by the gate looking totally stressed. Shu Kanmin hasn't come back for 5 whole days. Is he in trouble? Even I can only handle staying out there for 8 days at the absolute most. Seeing a man walking up, he asked, "Supervisor Jiang, what brings you all the way out here?" Jiang Luo replied calmly, "I am just here waiting for my junior brother to return from the field." He looked shocked. "Your junior still has not come back since he went in last week?" Jiang Luo nodded, his eyes looking a bit downcast. "That is right. Today marks the 6th day he has been out there. Logically speaking, he should have been back a long time ago." Instructor Wu smiled and waved a hand to calm him down. "Hey, do not sweat it too much. I am actually heading into the lightning zone to hunt some beasts right now. I can look for him while I am out there." Jiang Luo bowed gratefully. "I appreciate the help, Instructor Wu." Wu waved him off as he stood before the massive opening metal gates. "No big deal. We all work together at the Lightning Dojo, so looking out for each other is just what we do." Cutting over to the core of the lightning storm zone 6 hours later, Kanmin was standing in the middle of the woods, muttering to himself, "All right, it is probably time I headed back." He leapt from the tree, landing so hard that the ground literally cracked and shook under his feet. Standing tall, Kanmin smiled with a mix of pride and focus. The physical stats for a level 3 advanced user are just insane. Still, I am a long way from the peak. I have a lot of work to do. Out of nowhere, a massive beast charged out of the brush with a terrifying roar. Kan Min watched the blue electricity crackling around it. A storm lightning bear. Judging by that aura, it has got to be at least level 4 advanced. I could easily one-shot this thing if I use my Heavenly Thunder strike skill. But since I just hit level 3 advanced, let's see if I can take it down with my bare hands. Without a second thought, he charged at the giant bear like a bolt of golden lightning. Ducking behind a nearby tree, Instructor Wu gasped in total disbelief. "What? Is that Shu Kan Min? I've been looking everywhere for that kid, and here he is, right in the middle of the core zone." Tracing the path of Jingming's lightning, Wu Sang's jaw drops. Sure, the kid's a tier 3 high, but this insane range is way beyond his pay grade. It's just not normal. By the looks of it, this crazy kid is actually planning to go head-to-head with that massive storm thunder bear. He strokes his chin, impressed. Kid's got that newborn calf energy, zero fear. Supervisor Rangs Jr. is definitely built different. Genius or not, he needs a reality check to see where he's lacking. Meanwhile, the storm thunder bear unhinges its massive jaw and lets out a terrifying roar. It slams down its massive green lightning claws, but Jingming just charges. He throws a glowing golden punch, meeting that beastly power head-on. Coach Wu's eyes pop out of his head. No way. Did he seriously just parry that? Wait, there's more. Jingming's lightning is actually stronger. That's a tier 4 high beast a whole entire level above him. Wu Sang breaks into a cold sweat, muttering to himself in disbelief. Plus, that name sounds super familiar. Something is definitely off here. There's no way Jingming's ability is just A rank. It's gotta be S. Or maybe even double S? Wu Sang's brain finally clicks. He's that legendary S-rank freshman from Meido University's lightning department. Now it all makes sense why he is so strong. But even for an S-rank, this is ridiculous. Who expects a college freshman to already hit tier 3 high? That's just cheating at life. Standing in the eye of the storm, Jingming smirks. Looks like my lightning packs a bigger punch. Let's dance. The ground literally shudders from the impact. It's a total brawl now. Jingming and the bear are trading blows in a brutal melee. Every clash sends shockwaves tearing through the trees and earth. Wu Sang is losing his mind. Holy crap, he's actually tanking a tier 4 high bear like it's nothing. Is this kid even human? He's a monster in disguise. He clenches his fists, totally hyped. Those arrogant elite camp brats always act like top university students can't touch them. I can't wait to shove this in their faces and show them what a real elite genius looks like in action. It's about to get real. Jingming flashes a wild, savage grin. Not bad. Turns out my physical stats can actually hold their own against a tier 4 storm thunder bear. He powers up, energy exploding. 3,000 points of raw vitality. This is Thunder State. This is the unstoppable lightning body. He pours everything into one golden lightning-wrapped haymaker aimed straight at the bear's leg. The impact is massive, making the beast roar out in pure agony. The bear goes berserk, swinging green lightning scythes at him. Jingming zips away, thinking fast. Okay, one punch isn't gonna snap that leg. This guy is tough. Fighting beasts usually takes weapons, but today, I'm sticking to my fists. The bear growls, losing its mind, and slams its paws down hard. Suddenly, green lightning surges into a massive orb above its head. Wu Sang holds his breath in total terror. That's a lightning storm. Get caught in that and you're either dead or severely crippled. Usually, the only move is to run. You'd wait for the storm to die down before attacking again. But Jingming? Yeah, he's not about that life. Jingming stands his ground, charging lightning into his palms with fire in his eyes. Let's see whose lightning is king. He launches himself like a golden bolt through the canopy. A massive explosion rocks the forest as Jingming's golden flames collide dead center with the bear's green lightning storm. It's pure chaos. As the sparks and smoke clear, Jingming steps out with a cocky, confident smirk. He's totally unfazed by the blast. Powers clash and sparks fly everywhere. Jingming pours his energy into a lightning-fueled punch, slamming it right into the bear's open mouth. He's moving like a blur of static, dodging every swipe and countering with terrifying electric strikes. The beast is a bloody mess, torn apart by the onslaught. The fight ends in a heartbeat as Jingming leaps high into the air. He sneers with total contempt. Your moves are clumsy, your swipes are slow. Is this all a Tier 4 high beast has got? Time to die. He skyrockets up, focusing all his lightning energy into the shape of a massive golden dragon. He dives down with a finishing blow that practically splits the earth, creating a massive explosion. The beast's head is crushed in a blinding flash. As the dust settles, the system pings. Tier 4 High Storm Thunder Bear defeated, plus 321 points. Watching from the shadows, Coach Wu wipes his sweaty forehead. He can't believe what just happened. This Tier 4 High Bear was the king of the pack. How did it end up dying such a pathetic, one-sided death? This is insane. Forget humanoid beast, this kid is a straight-up dragon. Wu Sang steps out, clapping. I'd expect nothing less from an S rank at Meido University. You're terrifying, kid. Jingming looks up from looting the carcass. Hey, Coach Wu. Wu Sang just shakes his head, amazed. A Tier 3 taking down a Tier 4? If our country had more geniuses like you, clearing out these monster hordes wouldn't even be an issue anymore. We'd be set. He holds up his camera with a huge grin. I caught that whole fight on video. Seriously, it was some of the most glorious footage I've seen. I want to use this as a training video for our dojo. If you're cool with that? Jingming just shrugs it off. Go for it, coach. I wasn't even going full power anyway, so sharing it with the Thunder Dojo is fine by me. Wu Sang beams. On behalf of the dojo, thanks for the contribution. Taking his shot, he asks, Hey, by the way, Jingming, ever thought about joining the Thunder Dojo after you graduate? Jingming skins the beast, totally calm. I haven't really thought that far ahead yet. Our master is a Tier 9 lightning saint. Join us, and he'll train you personally. We could even put you in charge of the Thunder Secret Realm with top-tier benefits. Jingming nods politely. Thanks, Coach Wu. I'll definitely give it some serious thought. I appreciate the offer, but he's already calculating. Guarding the Secret Realm would be a huge payday for a lightning user. Still, I'm just a freshman. No need to rush into anything yet. Wu Sang nods, satisfied. Good. Oh, and by the way, your senior sister is waiting for you outside. Better not keep her waiting. You plan on staying in the storm zone forever, or should I tell your brother you're alive? He is losing his mind worrying about you. Kan Min jumped, stopping his training immediately. He wiped the sweat off his brow and rubbed the back of his head. No need to bother, Coach and Go. I am heading out right now. He cursed himself for being so reckless and forgetting about his senior, making the guy worry like that. Coach and Go Sang watched him leave, amazed the kid survived 6 days alone in a thunderstorm. That kid is an absolute beast. Back in my prime, I could only handle 4 days in there. No Sang just waved goodbye. I still have work to do. Go on, get home. Kan Min nodded to the coach and slung a massive piece of giant bear fur over his shoulder. He started his long walk out of the forest. He checked out the purple thunder core he just scored. He gave a satisfied smirk, noting that while it wasn't as high quality as the one Senior Jiang gave him, it was still a pretty solid haul. Time to roll. Outside the base camp, Senior Jianglok was incredibly relieved to see Kan Min walking out of the danger zone in one piece. He exhaled a massive sigh of relief and slapped Kan Min on the shoulder. Dude, you were in there for a long time. 6 full days and 5 nights straight. How are you feeling right now? Min just shrugged. Honestly, I am just really sleepy. Jianglok did not know whether to laugh or cry. 5 days without sleep, hunting and fighting monsters nonstop? No wonder you are a total zombie right now. In the world of cultivation, balance is everything. Work hard, rest harder. Let's get you home right now so you can finally crash. Min nodded. At 9 p.m. that night in the coach's office, Enjo Sang pulled out a glowing holographic projector and started scrolling through the data. The elite students stood at attention reporting their results. No casualties, no major injuries, and all safety protocols were followed during the 6-day test. Everything went according to plan. Coach, all the basic assignments are finished. Ngo-song leaned back in his chair. What about the core assessment missions? Did you guys actually finish those too? Loi Kanduong stepped forward with a confident smirk. Everyone killed at least one peak level 3 beast. I personally took down a level 4 monster. Ngo Sang was impressed. This elite camp grad taking down a level 4 beast was big time. Honestly, to solo a level 4 beast like that is seriously impressive stuff. Too bad that compared to that freak Wakon Min, this kid is still miles behind. Still, I should probably give him some props. He smiled and nodded. Not bad. You did not let me down. By the way, what did you think of that junior from Mado University you met? Loi Kanduong shrugged. You mean that junior student? Yeah. We ran into him back in the middle of the Thunder Zone. He is strong, way above your average level 3 mid-rank. He clears mobs incredibly fast, too. I would put his overall combat power at level 3 peak, at the very most. The gray-haired guy chimed in. He is totally tough, but let's be real, he has got nothing on our boy Loi. Ngo Sang just raised an eyebrow. You are actually sure about that? The kid nodded. Absolutely, coach. I would bet on it. Our elite camp is definitely stronger than Mado University. No Sang said nothing and just pulled out a high-tech orb. Check out this video. Just watch this first. The orb floated up into the air, ready to show some footage that was about to humble every single one of these arrogant elites. The gray hair guy gasped. Look at the size of that storm bear. That is at least a level 4 high-rank beast. Wait a second. Look at its opponent. The group stared at the lightning-wrapped figure on the screen. They all stuttered at once. Is that actually Huakan Min? In the clip, a massive lightning dragon roared down from the sky, causing a massive explosion that shook the earth. The girl covered her face. How did he get this strong since we last saw him? Gray hair guy agreed. Yeah, his aura is matching that storm bear hit for hit. He is not backing down from that monster at all. Coach No leaned on his desk with a smirk. So, what do you think after watching that? Loi Kanduong broke into a cold sweat. He is a total monster, freakishly strong. It is just beyond imagination. Is he really only at level 3 mid-rank? This kind of combat power is just totally illegal. Ngo Sang corrected him. He is not level 3 mid-rank. When I ran into him, he had already jumped all the way to level 3 high rank. Loi exhaled a little. Okay, level 3 high makes a bit more sense. Gray hair guy snapped. Sense? Are you crazy? Who levels up that fast in a single week? That is just insane. Loi analyzed it with a serious face. A level 4 high storm bear is enough to easily wipe out most level 4 high hunters. It is a total beast, but he absolutely crushed it. This makes no sense at all. Gray hair guy was sweating buckets now. I know, right? What is scarier is he won in a straight-up fist fight. Ngo Sang calmed them down. Do not worry about it too much. Even at Mado University, Huakan Min is a special exception. Gray hair guy got curious. A special exception? Is he the principal's son or something? Does he have a powerful family background? Ngo just laughed. Principal's kid? Please, not even the grandson of the principal could pull off a stunt like this one. I am talking about his raw talent. He is a certified S rank. Loi gasped. An S rank from Mado? Is he really just a freshman student? How can a freshman student hit level 3 high rank that fast? It should be impossible for someone his age. Enjo sighed. I wish I could deny it, but the truth is he just turned 19 recently. He is a real deal freshman student through and through. It is the truth. The girl felt totally hopeless. 19 and already level 3 high? All these years of training have been a waste. Gray hair guy yelled, Are you kidding me? Only 19? And here we are, elite camp graduates, and our average age is already 23 years old. We are falling behind. Loi clenched his fists tight. He is a monster, a total monster. Coach Ngo looked at them seriously. I showed you this for no other reason than to light a fire under you all. Make Huaken Min your ultimate goal. It would be best if you could actually keep up with his insane pace in the future. The group shouted together in unison. Yes, coach, we understand. We will definitely work our butts off from now on. Loi stepped up. Hey, coach, can I get a copy of that video? Ngo waved him off. I will post it on the gym's internal network later tonight. Gray hair guy hesitated. Is that actually a good idea, coach? I mean, the National University Games are about to start very soon. Everyone will see him. My bad, I totally forgot about that. No way I am posting it now. Better safe than sorry. If other colleges see this, they will be headhunting Jingming for sure. He strokes his chin, remembering that Meido University took second place in the last big tournament. This time, they are definitely aiming for the top spot. Fast forward 2 days to a bright, sunny residential area. Inside, the phone is ringing off the hook. Jingming groggily rubs his head and sits up, feeling like he slept way too long. He checks the screen and jumps when he sees the principal is calling. I really did sleep for 2 whole days. He picks up the phone and hears the principal's serious voice. Jingming, I have reliable intel that the mandate cult is planning a counterattack. We have already assigned guards for your family and friends. If things get dicey, activate that talisman immediately. There is a high chance that you are their main target. Jingming answers seriously that he understands. Thanks for looking out for me, Principal. After hanging up, Jingming thinks it over. Security here is super tight. Everyone needs special identification and retinal scans just to get inside the gates. There is no way the mandate cult is sneaking in here. Even if they do, I still have my master's protection charm. I should probably go hit the gym first. Meanwhile, at the secret headquarters of the mandate cult, deep inside a massive, old-school hall filled with fancy decor and flickering candles, one minion bows low to report that the cult spies believe S-rank Jingming is growing way too fast and is becoming a massive threat. They are asking for permission to assassinate him right now to eliminate any future problems for their organization. Should we make a move? The leader asks with a booming voice. Who is this Jingming kid and where is he hiding out right now? The minion answers respectfully that he is currently training at the Thunder Secret Realm in Hadu City. He won't be leaving anytime soon. The leader turns to the man in the red robe. Bloodkill, once you finish that job in Jiangnam, head over there immediately. Take out Jingming and destroy that Thunder Dojo realm while you are at it. The killer smirks with a cruel look. I honestly love hunting down these so-called human geniuses more than anything. The minion sucks up, saying if Bloodkill is on the job, it is a guaranteed win. He is a level 8 intermediate fighter with some seriously terrifying combat skills. Even if that space user from Mado tries to interfere, he is just a level 8 beginner. It won't be a problem at all for someone with your level of power. Scene shifts to a busy street covered in red lanterns. Huge billboards are advertising big sales for the upcoming Spring Festival. Get 20% off all pills. Buy 10 and get 1 free. Grab a limited edition level E snowman combat suit. Only 100 sets left. First come, first served. We also have special holiday bundles of rare level E herbs for sale. Looking at the crowded streets, Jingming walks alone and realizes the Spring Festival is almost here. Looks like I am spending another holiday by myself. These Thunder Cores are actually pretty good. My stats go up every few hours, but it still feels a bit too slow. He looks up at the massive tower in front of him. I really hope this Thunder Tower lives up to the hype. This is the place that Su Huijiang kept talking about. It is supposed to be the best spot to watch natural lightning and master your powers. At the front desk, the clerk tells him he has a CS pass. That gives him 4 hours in the secret training room on the 100th floor. Do you want to use it now? Jingming heads through security, wondering what the 100th floor is all about. The clerk explains the tower has a total of 110 floors. The higher you go, the better you can see the natural lightning. He nods and says he will use the pass right now. The elevator doors open and Jingming steps onto the 100th floor. He walks into a massive room and looks around the empty space. He mutters to himself, wondering where the lightning is. Suddenly, a huge bolt of electricity crashes down from the ceiling, lighting up the whole room. Jingming stares in shock at the blue lightning swirling above his head. This is the rawest form of electricity I have ever seen. He watches closely, his eyes lighting up as he analyzes the source. Usually, these storms are thousands of meters high in the sky and impossible to see clearly, but in this room, I can see every single mystical detail and secret of the storm. 4 hours later, Jingming is meditating among the bolts. He excitedly realizes that if he stays here long enough, I could learn to liquefy lightning in less than a year. This place is a legendary training ground for someone with my powers. Right then, a staff member interrupts his thoughts, telling him that his session is officially over. Jingming cracks the door open and asks how he can get more time. The staff member gives him a polite smile. You can only trade Thunder Cores for more time. The 100th floor only takes level 4 cores. One level 4 beginner core gets you 3 hours of training. Each higher rank adds another hour. Jingming breaks into a cold sweat, thinking this is way too expensive. The market price for one level 4 core is over $6 million. What a money pit. Spending $2 million an hour is totally insane. The receptionist mentions that the rooms from floor 70 to 90 are cheaper and only require level 3 cores. Jingming waves her off and pulls out his gear. I will stay right here. He pulls out two glowing cores that light up the room. The clerk's jaw drops as she stares at him in total shock. A level 4 peak core and a level 4 high core. Is this young guy seriously that rich? She takes them quickly and says those two cores combined give him 11 hours of training time. I will go ahead and update your session right now. Jingming smiles and asks if floor 100 already needs level 4 cores, then what do the floors above it require? The clerk explains that floors 101 to 107 need level 5 cores. For the very top floors, you are going to need level 6 cores. Jingming gives a weak laugh and turns away. Sorry for the trouble. Fast forward 11 hours to the Thunder Dojo main building. Jiang Lok happily tells Jingming that the monster loot and those 4 rings brought in a total of $311 million. Bro, you are definitely buying me dinner next time. Jingming nods, saying he wouldn't have gotten such a good price without her help in contacting the purchasing manager. Jiang Lak folds her arms and says she heard a rumor from Coach Nu that you actually managed to take down a level 4 high storm bear. You are leveling up way too fast, man. Kanmin shrugged, acting all cool. Maybe I am just built different, you know? Jiang Lak laughed. Modesty isn't your thing, huh? With the spring festival coming, he asked for the plan. Kanmin deadpanned, I am heading straight into the heart of that lightning storm zone. You won't make it back for the festival, Jiang warned, frowning. That is crazy talk. But honestly, you really should try to make an appearance. The Thunder Dojo is throwing an auction during the spring festival. Might be some loot you actually want. Kanmin looked up, surprised. Wait, an auction? Seriously? Kanmin rubbed his chin, thinking, now that you mention it, I do need something. This spear just isn't cutting it for me anymore. Maybe you can score a sick weapon upgrade there. Jiang Lak nodded, sealing the deal. All right, it is settled then. I will snag you a VIP ticket for the event. Min grinned and waved. Bet, I am off to the lightning storm zone then. Back at the dorms, Tong Thu was totally buzzing with excitement. She hit up So Huane with a wild idea. I am hitting the Thunder Realm to see Min for the holidays. You coming? So Huane blinked. Wait, me? So Huane tapped her chin, giving a mysterious little smirk. Sure, why not? She said, thinking to herself that Thuvern was actually willing to share Min. This was definitely getting interesting. 6 days later, deep in the city center, a high-tech skyscraper stood tall, wrapped in blinding arcs of raw electricity. Walking into the lobby, Min flashed some glowing energy stones at the clerk. Yo, can you run a check on these for me? How long does this get me on floor 100? The clerk gasped. Whoa, that is a lot of level 4 thunder cores, she counted them out. 1 peak level 4, 3 high-tier level 4s, 1 mid-tier, and 4 low-tier cores. Total trade value? 37 hours of training time. While she processed the paperwork, she stole a glance at him, blushing hard. She had worked there for 2 years, but seeing someone drop level 4 cores like that, she could count those times on one hand. I can't believe he is this young and hot, she thought. Dropping 9 level 4 cores at once? How the heck is this guy so freaking powerful already? Shaking it off, Min asked. I can split up the time, right? The clerk snapped back to reality. Oh, definitely. You can use it however you want. Just swipe your card by the door when you are done to stop the timer. Min gave a satisfied nod. Sweet. That works for me. Fast forward to New Year's Eve afternoon, Min was mid-meditation in a web of glowing electricity when his phone buzzed on the floor. He reached out and swiped to pick up the video call. Boom. Thuvern's bright face popped up on the screen. Yo, Min. Quick, guess where I am at right now? Min just looked at the screen, totally unfazed. The Thunder Realm, he said. Thuvern blinked, shocked. How did you know? He chuckled and pointed. Come on, where else would you see that much crazy lightning flickering in the background? Thuvern laughed, feeling a bit silly. Fine, I totally forgot about the lighting. Sohyun and I wanted to surprise you, but we realized we didn't have your address. So, here we are calling. Min looked surprised. Wait, Sohyun came too? Right then, Sohyun leaned her gorgeous face into the frame with a teasing smirk. What's up? Is little brother Hua not happy to see me? Min jumped to fix that. No way. I am stoked to see both of you. Send me your location and I will come pick you guys up right now. After hanging up, he swiped his card. The system chirped. Room 6 session ended. Remaining balance is 4.5 hours. He walked out, frowning as he crunched the numbers. Only 4.5 hours left? Can I actually master lightning liquefaction in that time? If not, I am heading back into the storm. A bit later, Min was rolling up to his luxury modern villa, complete with its own private pool. Stepping into the living room, Sohuin's jaw dropped. It has only been 20 days and you ranked up again? Thuvern was just as stunned. Dude, for real? Your leveling speed is getting kind of ridiculous. Kan Min just rubbed the back of his neck, grinning modestly. I hit a few snags while training and got lucky. Popped into high tier level 3. Thuvern just facepalmed and sighed. Man, by graduation, you are going to be a level 7 grandmaster. Comparing myself to you is literally driving me crazy. Kanmin tried to play it cool and change the subject. Don't be mad. How many credits did those passes cost you guys? Thuvern held up 2 fingers. We grabbed the B-tier passes, only good for 2 days, and they cost us 1,000 credits each. Kane Min's eyes went wide as he did the math. 1,000 credits for 2 days? That is 10 million Great Xia dollars. Insane. He pointed up the wooden stairs. There are 4 rooms upstairs. Grab any 2 you like, besides mine. But Thuvern shut that down. We don't need that much space. 1 room is plenty for us. We can just bunk together. Kane Min nodded along. All right, whatever works for you. Head up and get settled. I will take you guys out for food later. But So Huyen started pulling ingredients out of her spatial ring. It is New Year's Eve. We are staying in. A proper dinner has to be homemade. We brought everything we need. He looked at the pile of groceries, skeptical. Wait, you guys actually know how to cook? Thuvern smirked and pumped her fist. Duh, we are basically pro chefs. Don't even worry about it. Kan Min laughed, tossing his jacket aside and rolling up his sleeves. All right then, I will be the sous chef for our 2 headmasters. So Huyen giggled. Haha, you got it. A while later, the feast was over. Kan Min set his chopsticks down and let out a long, happy sigh. Phew, I am absolutely stuffed. He rubbed his stomach, giving them props. Seriously, your cooking is way better than I expected. Straight up delicious. Thuvern beamed with pride. See? Told you we had skills. Suddenly, a massive firework went off outside. Thuvern jumped, turning toward the window as the sky lit up. She stood up, pointing at the colors. Guys, check it out. We hardly ever get to spend New Year's together. Let's hit the roof and take a group selfie to remember this. The others agreed instantly. Heck yeah, let's go. The trio rushed out to the poolside terrace. High above, the night sky was exploding in a non-stop show of vibrant, colorful fireworks. Thuvern held the phone high, shouting with a huge grin. Say cheese, as they all looked into the camera to capture the moment forever. Looking at those fireworks, I couldn't help but smirk. Ever since I got this system, life has been a movie. Honestly, this is the most epic New Year's Eve I've ever had. Fast forward to the next day. I'm walking into this massive lobby with 2 girls, feeling a bit guilty. I told them, I'm really sorry for dragging you both to an auction on New Year's. Sushuan just laughed it off, telling me not to be so formal. Thu Van backed her up, saying she was actually looking to snag some new combat gear anyway. Right then, Jiang Luo walks up from a distance and asks, Hey, who are these 2? So I quickly introduced everyone to him. Bro, meet the crew. These are my friends from Meido University. That's Thu Van, a freshman, and Sushuan, a sophomore. And girls, this is my senior at the dojo, Jiang Luo. The girls gave a polite bow and said hello, which totally threw Jiang Luo off. He stammered back a quick hello to them. He was sweating bullets, thinking to himself, this kid is a legend. How does he have 2 beautiful girls with him and they actually seem to get along so perfectly? He felt light years behind me. After the awkward intro, he gestured for us to move and said we should probably head inside now. He offered to handle the tickets for the ladies, and I just gave him a grateful smile and thanked him. As we crossed the lobby, we overheard some arrogant group bragging. One girl was going on about how amazing it was that Van Owen got them into the Lightning Realm and this exclusive auction. Someone else chimed in, saying others pay 10 million just for a pass. The guy next to them just laughed and mocked them, saying 10 million was a joke. Imagine dropping 10 million. What an idiot. Hearing that trash talk, Thu Van frowned and asked what family they were from and why they were so cocky. Jiang Luo looked at the gorgeous woman in the black dress leading the pack. He explained that she is the eldest daughter of the Li family. They sit at the top of the 6 big families in this realm. Her name is Li Van Owen, the big boss's daughter. Her father is a legend at the Lightning Dojo, almost level 7. Her brother hit peak level 4 at 27, so yeah, it's no wonder they act like they're better than everyone else. I noted they have talent in every generation. No wonder she's such a brat. Jiang Luo just nodded along, saying I was right. He mentioned her brother, Li Shanglin, is also a spear user, but he's a pure physical power type, while you are strictly lightning system. At the end of the hall, Jiang Luo stopped at some massive double doors. He welcomed us to the legendary Lightning Realm auction. The doors swung open to show a giant arena. He explained that this spring festival auction is the biggest event of the year. Only the heavy hitters get in here. Everyone has at least 100 million in the bank, and about 800 of these elite figures were invited to attend today. Once we sat down, he showed me the ropes. Every seat has a number and a digital screen built into the right armrest. You just punch in your bid and hit confirm. Then, you raise your hand to signal. I just nodded and told him I got it. He kindly pointed to the screen again, telling me I could check the item list and plan my bids ahead of time. I tapped the device and checked the goods. Rare plants, lightning cores, combat gear, S-rank loot, 108 items in total. This event was definitely not playing around. They really did have just about everything. Jiang Luo asked if I thought S-rank was a bit low. He said it was actually perfect since none of us could afford the really crazy stuff anyway. I totally agreed with him. Thuvan leaned in, all curious, asking if I had my eye on anything special yet. I told her I liked a few things, but I'd wait for the host's details. Low-key, I already had my eyes on two specific items that looked pretty solid. First was an S-rank spear starting at 500 million. My old C-rank junk was definitely ready for the trash can. The other was a pack of 5 level 4 lightning cores for 40 million. That would save me a ton of time hunting monsters. Then, the host stepped out, looking sharp. She welcomed everyone to the Lightning Dojo auction and announced they had 108 items ready to go. First up, a 35-year-old herb. It boosts spirit for anyone under level 5. Starting bid, 20 million, with $100,000 increments. As soon as she finished, the room exploded with bids. Seat 0213, 21 million. 22 million, then 22.4. The hype lasted an hour until they hit item 36. 5 level 4 lightning cores. The starting price was set at $40 million. Bids go up by 200,000. My target was finally up. I leaned in, ready to hit that button. The host called out a bid of 41 million from seat 03010, but it wasn't over. Other screens kept lighting up around the room. 41.4, then 41.8. I realized too many people were eyeing my prize. I needed to drop a bomb and make them quit. I slammed the button, and 46 million popped up, making the whole hall stop and stare. That massive jump killed the vibe. The host looked around, asking if anyone else wanted to step up. She reminded them these cores are rare and won't be back soon. 46 million once. Is there anyone else? Total silence. She slammed the gavel. Sold at 46 million. She congratulated seat 0310 and said we'd settle up after the show. I blinked, surprised it was that easy. Jiang Luo laughed, explaining that big clans have plenty of these, so only solo players usually buy them. You jumped 5 million at once, so they all folded. Most people aren't loaded like you, bro. He was curious why I needed so many level 4 cores. It's way cheaper to just go out and hunt. Kan Min just shrugged, saying his lightning mastery was about to peak, so he figured he would dump all his juice at once to blast through the trial. Those chill words had Jiang Luo sweating bullets. Man, he gasped, you are hitting the liquefaction stage already? No way. I was practically a senior before I even got close to that level. You are a total freak of nature. 2 hours later, the spotlight hit a shiny glass case as the auctioneer lady started her big hype speech. Up next is item number 98, an S-class weapon, the Flowing Cloud Golden Wind Spear, crafted by Master Yuwen. Total length, 2.1 meters. The screen zoomed in on the spear while she hyped it up. The shaft is forged from special Ca alloy, while the tip features extreme wind alloy. It is the hardest, sharpest material in the S-class tier. The crowd went wild, whispering like crazy. Wait, has Master Yuwen really not dropped anything new in a couple of years? For real. I cannot believe he just unleashed a masterpiece like this out of nowhere. Man, that extreme wind alloy has me literally drooling right now. Jingming's eyes lit up, a smirk creeping onto his face. That Ca alloy gets heavier the more power you pump into it. Just my style. This is exactly what I have been looking for. That spear is mine. The host kept fueling the fire, shouting that with enough energy, this beast could weigh up to 100 tons. Plenty of you are going to want this one. Starting bid is 500 million, with increments of at least 1 million. The bidding war exploded instantly. Seat 0113, 550 million. Seat 0224, 520 million. Seat 0131, 530 million. Not missing a beat, Jingming slammed his bid button down. Seat 03010, 600 million. The price just kept climbing higher. 610 million, 620 million, now 630 million. Seeing the stalemate, Jingming backed off to strategize. Scaring them off won't be easy. Let us wait. I have a feeling Li Wanying at seat 0104 is the real threat. Sure enough, Li Wanying shrugged with total arrogance. My family is bidding now, so let us see who is brave enough to challenge me. The host called out 630 million, going once. Ignoring her blatant threat, Jingming calmly raised his hand. Seat 0310, 640 million. His guts had the crowd buzzing. Look, someone is actually bidding against her? I do not even recognize that guy. Probably some tourist just here for the vibes. Only a total outsider would not know how things work around here. Blocked, Li Wanying glared at Jingming like he was dirt. Look, buddy, my brother Li Shanglin needs a new spear. Give this up, and you will earn my friendship, and maybe even the Li family will owe you a massive favor. Facing the heat, Jingming just kept a straight face and thought to himself, honestly, the friendship of some peak level 6 clown does not mean a damn thing to me. Right then, the host stood tall and dropped a warning. Miss Li, personal threats are strictly banned here. If you break the rules one more time, you are disqualified and your bidding rights are gone for good. Ignoring the warning, Li Wanying and Jingming locked eyes in a fiery stare-down. The price kept soaring. Seat 0104, 650 million. Seat 0310, 660 million. The crowd gasped at the face-off. Who is this kid? He has actually got the balls to bid against her? Unbelievable. Is he not scared of the Li family coming for him? Man, poking that bear is going to make for some top-tier drama later. Clenching her fists to hide her rage, she fumed inside. This nobody actually had the nerve to disrespect her like this. He is trash-talking the whole Li family. Damn it. Ever since my dad hit peak level 6, nobody has had the guts to pull this kind of stunt. The host broke the tension, calling out 660 million. Li Wanying glared at Jingming, flashed a wicked smirk, and bumped the bid to 670 million. She was basically daring him. Let us see if you actually have the bank account to back up that attitude. Faced with that insane price, Jingming turned to his friends. Hey, can you two cover me for a bit? I will pay you every cent back, I promise. Thuvan did not hesitate. I have got 500 million right here. Is that enough? Su Xuan calmly added that she had about 1 billion to spare. If that is not enough, I will just have my family wire more today. Backed by his rich friends, Jingming laughed. That is plenty for an S-class weapon. If it hits 1 billion, I am out. Better to just hire a smith for a custom build. Jiang Luo, eavesdropping nearby, nearly lost his mind. Holy crap, he screamed internally. Who even are these girls? They are tossing around 500 million and 1 billion like it is pocket change, and they can just ask for more? That is insane. What kind of crazy rich families do they come from? This is nuts. Loaded with cash, Jingming confidently pushed the bid to a whole new level. Seat 03010, 700 million. The money war was peaking. Seat 0104, 750 million. 780 million, now 800 million from seat 0104, 830 million, going twice. Li Wanying's face turned purple with rage as she reached to bid, but her friend grabbed her arm. Stop, we are way over budget. Do you really want to blow 1 billion just to make him sweat? Forget it, he is not that stupid anyway. Let him have it, I have got other ways to deal with him. With no more bids, the host slammed her gavel down, sold for 830 million. Congratulations to seat 03010. Jingming smirked. 830 million. Not bad. That price is actually pretty fair. Now I just hope this spear is worth every single penny. Half an hour later, the clerk carefully handed over the goods. Sir, here are the 5 low-grade level 4 cores and your S-class flowing cloud golden wind spear. Your total comes to 874 million. Please verify the items before we finish. Jingming nodded. He stepped up to the case and wrapped his fingers around the cold, heavy metal of the spear shaft. Lifting it up, the lightning power inside Ming surged out, wrapping the spear in blinding sparks and crackling bolts of pure electricity. Totally stoked with the new gear, Ming swiped his card and handed it back. Everything was solid, and the clerk cleared the payment. Meanwhile, back at a crazy expensive mansion, a butler hurried over and asked, Mistress, you called for us so urgently. Is there something we need to handle? Li Wan Oan sat with her back turned, her voice ice-cold as she gave the order. Uncle Li, I need you to take someone out and then strip him of every piece of gear he owns. The butler frowned and asked, Who is it, and where should we make the move? She turned around with a nasty smirk. I checked him out. The target is Hua Jingming, a high-tier rank 3 awakened. He entered the lightning zone using an S-rank pass from Mado University. The butler looked uneasy. A student from Motto University? That could be trouble. Should we look into this deeper? She just waved him off. It is fine. Dozens of those college kids head into the lightning zone to train. Just wait until he is deep inside the zone before we strike. Lee Wan Owen eyes flashed with pure malice. She laughed, sounding like a total villain. With how aggressive the beasts are in that lightning zone, give it 1 or 2 hours and there won't even be a scrap of him left. As for that spear, changing its look with a few mods and a fresh paint job is easy work. After getting his orders, the butler turned to his men. He looked at the 2 guards in black suits and barked, "You two, stake out the entrance to the lightning zone right now. The moment you spot Hua Jingming, report back immediately." Both guards bowed and shouted, "Understood." Li Wan Oan gave the butler a final, hateful look. "Uncle Lee, let me know when you are ready to move. I am coming along." I want to see the look on his face when he realizes he messed with the wrong girl. The butler bowed. "No problem, mistress." By now, Ming had taken his new weapon to the training grounds. He ran his hand along the shaft, thinking, this S-rank spear is the real deal. The grip feels incredible. This thing can weigh up to 100 tons. First, let us try pumping my power into it at full strength to see just how heavy it can actually get. He went all out. A blinding surge of electricity exploding from his hand and shooting straight into the weapon. In the next second, things got heavy. The spear weight suddenly spiked like crazy, dragging Ming down. The tip slammed into the floor, making him grit his teeth and hiss. "Damn it!" Ming narrowed his eyes, feeling the crushing weight. "My lifting limit is 5 tons at most. I almost dropped it just now, so this must be over 6 tons. This spear started at 800 kilograms, but now it is 6 tons. I can definitely work with this to change how I fight." He got back into his stance, swung with all his might, and the massive blade tore through the air. With insane force, the spear tip smashed the floor, shattering the wood and leaving a huge crater. Looking at that crazy destruction, Ming let out a satisfied smirk. "Yeah, this is definitely going to be useful. Swapping to 6 tons mid-swing creates massive inertia. If I catch an opponent off guard with that weight, they are absolutely getting wrecked." He slowly lifted the spear, thinking that controlling the inertia after the weight spike would be tricky. Once the girls head out, I should go to the lightning storm zone for some real practice. This thing is a total killing machine. The next morning, under the bright sun outside the villa, Tong Thu Van and Jiang So Huyan waved goodbye. "See you later, Ming. We are counting on you to show us the ropes once school starts, Senior Hua." Ming smiled warmly at them. "Thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. I will see you all when the new semester kicks off." He stood by the road, waving until the red sports car vanished around the corner. Leaving the noise behind, Ming turned and walked away, his eyes filled with total focus. "I need to get to the lightning storm zone fast. I only have 1 week left in this place. Gotta grind and collect enough core shards as soon as possible." Somewhere else, a cold voice crackled through a guard's headset. "Mistress, Hua Jingming is heading into the lightning storm zone. Please come quickly." Just getting the news, Li Wan Oan sat on her sofa and smirked, playing with her phone. "Really? Perfect. I am on my way." As she got up to fix her dress, Li Shanglin walked in and asked, "Hey Own, you heading out somewhere?" She turned back, her eyes gleaming with malice. "Yeah, I am going to grab your birthday present. Brother, I have been planning this one for a really long time." Hearing that, he gave a cocky grin. "Oh, in that case, I am really looking forward to seeing it." Deep in the quiet forest of the lightning zone, Ming drove his spear through a beast, spraying fresh blood across the grass. He calmly pulled the weapon from the carcass. He tilted his head toward the thick bushes behind him. "You guys have been stalking me for a while now. Do not you think it is time to step out?" The sound of rustling leaves filled the air as the butler and his 2 beefy guards stepped out of the shadows. He smirked and started clapping. "Humph, not bad for a Mado genius. Only rank 3 and your senses are already that sharp." Ming's eyes were as cold as ice. He stared down the strangers. "I do not know you. Why are you following me?" Before the guards could speak, Li Wan Oan stepped out, looking deadly attractive in black. She spoke with total arrogance. "You might not know them, but you definitely know me." Recognizing her from the auction, Ming planted his spear into the ground. He asked calmly, "Li Wan Oan, are you really trying to steal this S-rank spear?" She burst out laughing and waved her hands. "No, no, no. It is not just the spear. I want your life too. It is a real shame about that handsome face of yours. If you had stayed out of my way, you might have ended up as the king of my harem, singing to keep me entertained every day." Ming's eyes darkened at her insanity. "You would kill a person for this? That is cold." Pissed off by his lack of fear, Her face twisted with pure hate and she glared at him. The weak have no right to speak to the strong. Get on your knees and apologize. Do it, and I will give you a quick death. Otherwise, I am going to make sure you feel every bit of pain from 1,000 agonizing cuts. Like he had been waiting for this, Conmin's lips curled into a smirk. Lightning energy surged inside him like a damn storm, his hair flaring as he became a blinding human generator. The weak do not get a vote when the strong are in the room. Not a bad line, honestly, but I am guessing you did not do your homework on me. You guys have absolutely no clue which one of us is actually the apex predator here. Terrifying pressure exploded from Can Min, shredding the trees and grass around them. The shockwave sent Lai Van Owen stumbling back in total shock, cold sweat dripping down her neck. What the hell is this guy? Standing in that blinding aura, Can Min looked like a vengeful god, 2 mid-tier and 2 low-tier rank 4s. And you really thought that was enough to take me out? Come on then, I will give you a shot. All of you. At once. Feeling that crushing bloodlust, the head butler went pale, screaming out in a panic. Something is wrong! They charged together, the bodyguards leading the rush. Facing the dog pile, Can Min just casually reached out his hand. His voice echoed like a thunderclap. Divine lightning strike! A split second later, from the dark sky above, massive golden bolts of pure destruction slammed directly onto the butler and his goons. Their screams were cut short by the roar of the storm. Giant pillars of lightning tore the earth apart, vaporizing everything in their path and burying those idiots for good. Seeing that impossible power, Lai Van Owen's pupils shrank to pinpricks. She was shaking, her forehead soaked in a cold sweat. Uncle Lai and the rest gone in a blink. Run! I have to get out of here right now. She scrambled backward, desperate to find a way to escape. She did not make it far before face-planting into the dirt. Terrified, she looked up to see Can Min's tall silhouette closing in. His voice was cold as ice. Now, it is your turn. Facing that suffocating, killing intent, Lai Van Owen crawled back, trembling. She managed to stammer out, Who? Who are you, anyway? How is your power this insane? Can Min looked down at her like she was a bug. Just a Motto student named Can Min. Were you not just trying to kill me for that treasure? Pure terror wiped away any pride she had left. Wait, please, I know I messed up. I will give you billions in cash, I swear. I will make sure you get out of here safely. Just let me go. Thinking money was not enough, she tried to use her body, showing off her curves with a desperate, pathetic look. I can serve you personally. I am way better than those 2 girls you are always hanging around with. That trashy offer only earned her a look of pure disgust from Can Min. He growled back. Those 2 girls are top tier. They do not belong in the same sentence as a body like yours, rotted out by greed and chemicals. Besides, I am kind of a germaphobe. You are honestly just filthy. That brutal insult shattered her mind. Lai Van Owen's face twisted as she shrieked like a maniac. You bastard! How dare you talk to me like that? You better kill me now, because if I live, I will slaughter your whole family. I will skin you alive, piece by piece. My brother and father will never let you get away with this. Ignoring her annoying threats entirely, Can Min slowly raised his hand as sparks danced between his fingers. He calmly gave his verdict. Do not let you survive? Sure, whatever you want. A massive pillar of lightning dropped from the heavens, completely swallowing that toxic woman whole. Watching the dust settle over the ashes, he muttered quietly, People who live by the sword usually die by it. If you are planning to kill someone, you should probably be prepared to get killed yourself. These elite families usually put trackers on their gear. I am not touching any of that junk. Meanwhile, in a luxury villa, an emergency alarm suddenly started blaring. Detection, the heartbeat for smart bracelet number 003 has stopped. Vital signs lost. Staring at the holographic screen, Lai Thuong Lam jumped up, shocked. Bracelet 003? That is my sister, Tuan. His shock turned into pure rage instantly. He roared at the top of his lungs. Who killed my sister? Trace her location right now. I need to know where this happened. The subordinate scrambled to check the data, reporting back nervously. Bracelet 003 has lost its signal. The last ping came from the edge of the lightning storm zone. Lai Thuong Lam frowned, confused. She said she was getting me a birthday gift. What was she doing out there? Losing his patience, he barked out an order. Get a hold of her escort team immediately. I want to know what the hell they were doing. But the subordinate crushed his hope. All 4 escort members flatlined too. Their bracelets are completely offline. Li Thuong Lam's face went dark with pure hatred. He gritted his teeth and hissed. Uncle Lai and the others all dead? The subordinate started sweating, stumbling over his words in fear. He stood there shaking while his boss processed the news. When the subordinate asked if they should tell the head of the house, Lai Thuong Lam rubbed his temples. No. My father has been in seclusion for 6 days trying to hit rank 7. Find the clues first. Check her recent activity and see every single person she has been in contact with lately. The goon bowed low, following orders. Understood, sir. I will start the investigation right away. A few minutes later, he scrolled through his phone and gave a full report. A month ago, she had a beef with the Vuong family. 2 weeks ago, she entered the storm zone. 2 days ago, she tried to buy an S-rank spear for your birthday, but someone else beat her to it. Listening closely, Li Thuong Lam snapped his head around. Hold on, tell me exactly who bought that spear. The servant answered immediately. Name is Can Min, a student over at Mado University. He used an S-rank pass to enter the Lightning Realm. He was the top scorer in Jiangnam back in 2037. S-rank talent, rank 3. Putting the pieces together, Li Thuong Lam leaned back into his sofa with a cold stare. Stop searching. It was definitely him. Tuan mentioned she was going to go take my birthday gift back from someone. The subordinate whispered, Sir, he is an S-rank awakened. This might get messy. Covering his face, twisted with hate, Lam hissed, Nothing is messy about revenge. An eye for an eye. Who cares if he is S-rank? He murdered my sister, so he is a dead man walking. No more wasting time. Li Shanglin stormed out of the room and barked an order. Uncle Qian, follow me. We will set an ambush at the exit of the lightning zone. If I cannot finish him myself, you are the backup. It is a total contrast to the storm brewing outside. Deep in the forest, Can Min was chilling on a beast's corpse, admiring a glowing core in his hand. He was definitely feeling good about this haul. He crunched the numbers. 17 rank 4 thunder beasts killed. That is 4,250 energy points and 17 thunder cores of various levels. This should be plenty. Now, I am going to put everything I have got into breaking through to the lightning liquefaction stage in one clean shot. After packing up his loot, Can Min disappeared into the dense woods, muttering under his breath that it was finally time to head home. Back at the busy checkpoint, a guy with crazy spiky hair stood in front of the security gate. The receptionist gave him a polite smile and asked for his travel pass. The guy swiped his card with a creepy smirk. The electronic system beeped, and a robotic voice immediately confirmed his identity. Accessing Luoding Martial Arts Center database. Rank C pass. Owner name, Truong Han. Time remaining, 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 58 seconds. Just so you know, this guy is Bloodslayer. He is a high-ranking cardinal from the notorious Destiny sect. He shoved the card in his pocket with a cocky look while the girl reminded him that a rank C pass only lasts 24 hours. She told him to manage his time wisely, like he cares about a schedule. His eyes turned bloodshot as he flashed a wicked grin, thinking to himself that there was nothing to worry about. 24 hours is plenty of time to finish this. Hua Kan Min, that S-rank brat from Mado University, your time is finally up. Meanwhile, a bunch of guys in black suits were standing around looking like they were ready to collect on a debt. The whole scene was so intense that passers-by whispered in shock. Holy cow, who are these dudes? Why have they been staring like that all day? His buddy quickly shushed him and told him to keep his voice down. They are with the Li family. They have been staking this place out for days now. A guy in a hoodie sighed, figuring they were just waiting to ambush someone important. Looks like someone is about to have a very bad day. And speak of the devil, here he comes now. Our main man, Hua Kan Min, just strolled right out of the gate. A bodyguard immediately touched his earpiece and whispered a quick report. Young master, the target has finally appeared. With the sharp senses of a guy who just cleared a monster zone, Can Min caught the vibe. Young master? Before he could think, someone dropped straight from the sky. The Li family's golden boy dived down like a hawk on its prey, clutching a long spear and screaming at the top of his lungs. Hua Kan Min, you finally showed your face. Facing a storm of attacks, Can Min stayed chill and sized up his opponent. Peak rank 4, spear user. Definitely looks like he knows what he is doing. This must be Li Shanglin. He clicked his tongue, suddenly regretting that he destroyed those storage rings. If he was going to get caught anyway, he really should have just kept the loot. Just threw away millions of dollars for nothing. What a waste. Li Shanglin hit the ground and lunged with his spear, shouting at him with pure rage. Tell me, did you kill my sister, Li Van Oan? Can Min just sidestepped the attack like it was nothing, moving light as a feather. He coolly replied, Do you not already know the answer by now? Why even bother asking? That cold, arrogant response made the entire crowd gasp and their jaws drop in disbelief. Li Shanglin's sister actually got whacked? A guy in blue shrugged, saying that with her nasty attitude, it was not exactly a surprise she finally ran into some real trouble. His friend looked at Kan Min with pure pity. Poor kid. He is definitely about to deal with the full, vengeful, and terrifying wrath of the entire Li family. Since he did not even try to deny it, Li Shanglin's veins were practically popping out of his face. He shook with pure rage and growled, "So it really was you. Why would you dare kill my sister?" Staying perfectly cool, Kan Min gave him a very logical and straightforward explanation for what happened. "Your sister tried to kill me for my loot, so I just took her out instead. Do you really need any other reason? Rich people always think they are right." Li swung his spear, creating a massive wave of pressure. He yelled out his ridiculous logic. "Even if she was wrong, you had no right to touch her because she has the family. She had the Li family behind her." Hearing that weak excuse, Kan Min just looked bored. Why are we even talking about this kind of garbage? In the end, does it not just come down to who has the bigger fist? To prove his point, Kan Min immediately unleashed his full power, with blinding lightning exploding all over his body. His hair turned white and stood on end. He looked ready for war and waved a hand to provoke him. "If that is how it is, come and get some. Let us see if you or your family can even touch a single hair on my head." That brilliant light made the crowd realize his true identity, and one guy started sweating in shock. Holy cow, he really is the S rank from Meido University, Hua Kan Min. Others swallowed hard in disbelief. A 19-year-old freshman, and he is already at high rank 3? Oh my god. The guy in blue shielded himself from the wind and sighed. What a real shame. Is a genius like that really going to die so young? Seeing his opponent show off, Li Shanglin ripped off his clothes and transformed into a giant green werewolf with massive bulging muscles. He roared with pride. "You are so arrogant. You are just a measly rank 3 brat. I am more than enough to end your life right here and now." The werewolf slammed his spear down with insane power. Kan Min did not flinch, blocking it with his lightning-infused spear. The impact was so heavy it actually shocked the werewolf. Thinking his size gave him the edge, the wolf started swinging his weapon like a total madman, launching attack after attack. He mocked him with a laugh. "A lightning user like you thinks he can take me head-on? You are basically asking for a death sentence." Ignoring the trash talk, Kan Min fired back. Their weapons clashed in a blinding explosion of light. The sheer shockwave literally shredded the concrete floor beneath them. Unbelievably, the massive recoil from that hit sent Li Shanglin flying. His huge body was tossed into the air as he stared down in total shock. Electricity arcs down his weapon as he jams the spear into the pavement to break, sparks flying everywhere. His body skids a mile before finally grinding to a halt. His purple eyes go wide, head filled with giant question marks. How did he just do that? Is his raw physical strength actually greater than mine? Something here is just not adding up. I am a peak level 4 strength user, yet I am losing to some lightning punk? Kan Min does not even give him a second to process the disrespect. Kan Min gathers a massive amount of golden lightning into his palm and delivers a cold declaration. "If it were any other time, I might actually enjoy playing with you a bit longer. But right now, I just want to get this over with." As soon as he speaks, Kan Min fires a massive, blinding lightning bolt straight down from the sky. A mighty roar, heavenly thunderstrike. The blast completely swallows that wolfman from the Li family. Instantly, the blue wolf begins screaming in pure agony. No way. If this keeps up, I am totally dead meat. Beaten back into his human form, Li Thurng-Lam lies there in rags, crying like a baby for backup. "Uncle Queen, you called? Uncle is here." The sunglasses-wearing butler transforms into a total god of war. He leaps over Thurng-Lam, his fists exploding with fire as he aims a counterattack right at Kan Min. The crowd is losing their minds, sweating bullets as they recognize this new bodyguard. One guy screams in terror that is the butler Li Queen. He is a peak level 5. His friend sighs, "Yep, Kan Min is toast." The power gap between levels is insane as the two forces collide. Red flames roar and swirl, trying to swallow our hero in a brutal explosion of light. But wait, the butler suddenly breaks a sweat, looking back with pure terror in his eyes. "Young master," the gossip squad is back at it. One guy yells he took down a peak level 4 with just 2 lightning strikes. What kind of terrifying attack was that? The kid in the hoodie trembles, saying S-rank abilities are just straight up broken. But the real question is, how did he survive those flames? The answer appears immediately, standing right in the middle of the fire. Our boy Kan Min looks completely fine thanks to a protective shield. He smirks and grips his spear with a sigh. I guess I have to use the trump card my master left me. Realizing what this toy is, the butler backs away, teeth grinding. An artifact from the ancient ruins? The guy wipes away sweat, realizing he has no choice but to call the big boss. He taps his earpiece. Pale as a ghost, the butler delivers the bad news. Boss, the young master has been killed right at the lightning zone entrance. Also, the young lady. We cut to the fancy Lee family mansion, currently soaking in the peaceful morning sun. That peace is shattered when the villa roof literally explodes. A powerful figure tears through the clouds, flying into the sky fueled by absolute murderous rage. Check out the terrifying face of the bald boss, his eyes glowing blood red with lightning. He lets out a gut-wrenching scream, "Tio Lum, my son." The old man kicks the air, blasting off at light speed, creating a massive energy vortex as he zips past the skyscrapers. Back at the fight, Min pales. Cold sweat pours down as he feels insane pressure dropping from above. Like a meteor, the boss slams down, shattering the ground and shaking Min's blue energy shield. His face is twisted with pure hatred. He glares at the boy and spits out every venomous word. "You brat from Mado University! You killed my son and my daughter, one after the other. You have crossed the line." The butler approaches the big boss, head down, trembling as he speaks. "Master!" But he immediately gets blasted by the boss fury. "If you cannot protect a single person, why am I keeping you alive?" The boss casually swings a massive arc of energy, striking the poor butler directly in the face with lethal force. The attack is so fast and vicious that the guy only has time to look up in pure horror. That weird red energy chokes the butler, draining his life until his face shrivels up like a dried-out zombie. He can only manage one final, choked-out gasp. Huh? Having dealt with the useless trash, the cold-blooded man steps over the shriveled corpse. He points his glowing, demonic hand at Min and roars for blood. "Next, it is your turn." Even the narrator is gulping for Min right now. He grips his spear, sweating, face tight under the pressure of a literal reaper. But what is a good show without a last-second hero? Suddenly, a dapper man in a vest steps in between them. He yells, "Lee Thung Hai, what the hell do you think you are doing? This powerhouse is the manager of the lightning zone, Vung Ko. The gossipers are back in business." The guy in gray shouts, "Manager Vung is here. He is the only level 7 great grandmaster in this entire zone." The hooded guy adds that Vian Nu is here too. All the top instructors from the Lightning Dojo have arrived. Looks like the dojo is backing Min. Suddenly, the enemy is surrounded by heavy hitters from every side. The Lee family boss grinds his teeth in hatred, thinking bitterly, "Damn it. It looks like I cannot kill this brat today." He acts tough but fears the stronger man. The bald boss swallows his pride and bows deeply to our hero savior. Meanwhile, the instructor in the beanie smiles. With the manager here, Lee Thung Hai won't be causing any more trouble. Min finally catches his breath and says, "Thank you, sir." "And you are?" Manager Vung looks at Min with a cool, approving smile. "Min, I have heard all about your combat record from Vian Nu. Seeing you now, you really are something special." The humble teen brushes off the praise. But here comes the plot twist. While they are celebrating, someone is watching. The bearded villain from earlier is lurking in the shadows. His red eyes go wide as he lets out a creepy laugh. Perfect. Everyone is gathered. This makes my job so much easier. Clueless about the storm coming, the manager gives Min a friendly thumbs up. "Relax, kid. I give you my word as a manager. I will never let anything happen to you inside this thunder realm." Wang bowed. "Thanks, Manager Wang." The crowd finally started drifting away. Some dude in a gray shirt muttered that Jingming looked like he was fine. His buddy scoffed. "Stop talking nonsense. Manager Wang is a peak grandmaster. Li Shanghai wouldn't dare show off his skills in front of him." The young guy just shrugged and let out a sigh. Well, looks like the show is over. There is nothing left to watch. But wait! Right behind them, the villain was gathering a swirling vortex of blood energy. "Surprise, punks!" Bloodslaughter unleashed a massive area attack. Sharp spikes of blood energy shot out like scythes. They ripped right through those 3 nosy kids, killing them in the blink of an eye. With eyes glowing like demon fire, the villain unleashed his full power, creating a massive black and red explosion amidst the blood mist. He roared like a maniac, flashing his claws. "I am the Blood Cardinal of the Heavens Mandate cult. I am here for your heads." Manager Wang started sweating bullets. He took a shaky step back and gasped in pure terror at the sight before him. "A rank 8 Grandmaster?" Bloodslaughter sneered. "A 19-year-old rank 3 with this much power? You would have been a saint someday. But too bad for you. You die today." He leaned in close to his face with a sick, twisted grin that reached his ears. By the way, I heard your principal is some big-shot spatial master, right? Why don't you try calling her out here now? Or is she just too far away to warp here in time? Our hero, Jingming, just stared at this psycho, completely speechless and sweating. Jingming thought to himself, is this rank 8 moron from the cult missing a brain cell? He is being way too arrogant right now. Even if he doesn't know she leveled up, she is still an S-class master. Jingming smirked and pulled out a glowing blue charm. Seriously, why does everyone always want to pop the champagne at halftime? It is way too early to start celebrating your win. You want to see my principal so bad? Fine. He crushed the spatial charm, sending glowing blue crystal shards flying everywhere in the air. Jingming pointed straight at the sky. Suddenly, a massive blue spatial magic circle lit up the entire entrance of the secret realm. Out of that beautiful circle stepped Principal Lang. Her black hair flowed as she moved in a stunning red dress like a descending goddess. The crowd's jaws hit the floor. The rank 8 master from Mado University was really here. Bloodslaughter was starting to sweat bullets. That aura is terrifying. She is someone who could level a whole country. Everyone finally breathed a huge sigh of relief together. Old man Li Shanghai turned pale with fear. He couldn't believe Jingming actually had the power to summon a rank 8 grandmaster like her. Glad I stayed back, or my whole family would be toast. Floating in the air, Principal Lang mocked the man in the white robe. You heavens mandate cockroaches just won't stay dead. Bloodslaughter panicked, trying to figure out how she could have actually gotten here. How did you warp here? Your maximum teleport range is not supposed to be more than 500 kilometers away from the school. Lang smirked with those sharp eyes. I knew you cult members wouldn't quit. I hid my breakthrough just to bait you into this trap. The villain's eyes nearly popped out of his head. A breakthrough? You have got to be kidding me right now. Her aura was definitely at rank 8 mid-tier. Realizing he was totally outmatched, the villain turned and bolted as fast as he could. He left a trail of dust, screaming inside. I am just a rank C, and she is S-class. I have to get out. Principal Lang calmly raised her hand, forming a bright blue circle. Trying to run away now? It is way too late for that. A massive blue hexagon dropped from the sky, trapping him. It was her signature move, the spatial domain, and it did not take a second. Lang charged into the domain, creating a massive blade of spatial energy. You aren't going anywhere today. Just stay put and give up. He countered with a thick blood mist, screaming that killing him would not be that easy. He was not going down without a fight. Blue spatial energy slammed into blood-red power, creating a massive explosion of light that tore through everything in the surrounding area. Lang was totally dominant, forcing him back. Inside the barrier, blood lightning flashed while Jingming and Wang watched like they had VIP seats. Manager Wang turned to his team to give orders. This fight is going to take a while. We need to stay alert and ready. Supervisors Sang and Mo, stay here with me. We need to be ready to back up Principal Lang if anything goes wrong. Supervisor Li, get the others and evacuate the citizens in order. Then Wang turned and told Jingming he should probably leave too. But Jingming was not budging. He just shrugged and said, Nah, I am good. I think I will just stay here and watch. The narrator is here to translate our hero's thoughts. This Bloodslaughter guy is totally no match for Principal Lang at all. Even if she can't win, she will get me out safely. Running around like a headless chicken just makes things harder for her. Plus, watching rank 8 masters go at it is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. 30 minutes later, the fight was finally over. Bloodslaughter was a total mess, sweating and gasping. Lang stepped forward, glowing, as the villain face planted hard into the dirt. What a total disaster of an entrance for him. Our main man was already busy doing some serious and practical mental math. He wondered how many energy points he would get for the kill. Meanwhile, the others nearby were just staring in pure awe. Mado Academy's vice principal is a total beast. No cap, she crushed it. Bloodslaughter couldn't win and definitely couldn't run. He's got a one-way ticket to the afterlife now. Instructor Ingo elbowed Min, teasing him. Having one spatial talisman is already legendary, but you're hunting for a second one? Min just gave a strained smile and explained that his single talisman was strictly for life-saving emergencies. If I burn this one, I lose my golden ticket. No kept trolling him, saying if he kept this up, Principal Lung would basically become his full-time babysitter. Right then, the big boss lady herself landed and walked over. Her voice was ice-cold as she asked what the hell they were talking about. Both guys jumped, standing stiff like students caught by the dean. They stammered out, Principal Lung. Ignoring their gossip, she reached out and handed Min a brand new shimmering green spatial talisman. She warned him that those heavenly fate cultists were still lurking everywhere. Use this spatial charm, she told him. If things get sketchy, crush it immediately to escape. Kan Min was hyped and grabbed it. Thanks, Principal Lung. As he held the shiny new loot, No stood there with eyes red from jealousy, screaming internally. Oh my god, another spatial charm? Has she seriously turned into his personal bodyguard or something? After dealing with her star student, Lung Sung turned to branch manager Vung Ko with a serious look. You run the Lightning Dojo branch, right? I need absolute radio silence on the details of that fight. Also, leak a rumor that I was badly wounded fighting blood slaughter. Tell everyone I won't be able to use my spatial powers for a while. Vung Ko bowed in agreement, sweating bullets as he realized how deep her plan went. He thought to himself, this is a classic trap to bait out the enemy. If those cultists actually fall for this bait, they are going to lose another level 8 cardinal for sure. As she prepared to leave, Lung Sung added one more thing. Hua Kainmin's insane combat results in the Lightning Realm must stay strictly classified. The National University Tournament is starting soon. Vung Ko nodded. Consider it done. But there is one more thing about that kid Kan Min that I need to tell you. It is about the Li family. After hearing the report, her face darkened with pure killing intent. Her blue eyes flashed with terrifying rage. They dared to kill for treasure? And they thought they could keep hunting my student? Where is this Li Thung Hai hiding? Suddenly, the old man shuffled out from the crowd, saying he was right here. Lung Sung stood tall and imposing, looking down at the trembling Li Thung Hai. She coldly declared that spoiling his kids to the point of murder showed zero discipline. You knew it was wrong, but you still tried to kill him. That is cold-blooded intent. I am handing you over to security for 20 years. Any objections? The old man's face went white as a ghost. He was totally broken. 20 years? It is over. The once arrogant head of the house fell to his knees on the cold ground and whispered that he accepted the punishment. The crowd started buzzing. Some guy with spiky hair was jaw-dropped. Holy crap, 20 years? That is a lifetime. Mado University is always keeping their people safe and being total bosses. His friend nearby rolled his eyes and scoffed at that. This was clearly the Li family's fault from the start. Watching the old man kneel in shame, Vung Ko realized that with a 20-year sentence, the Li family was basically cooked. Both of their main leaders are down for the count. There is no way they will ever get their old status back now. After taking out the trash, Lung Sung turned to warn her student. You need to watch your back. Those heavenly fate creeps might actually come after you again. Kan Min rubbed his chin and gave a cheeky smile. Principal, since that bait mission was so sketchy and dangerous, do I get some kind of reward for it? No's jaw nearly hit the floor. He started sweating, thinking to himself, is this junior of mine really this ballsy all the time? He actually dared to ask for a reward from a level 8 grandmaster? To his shock, the beautiful Lung Sung turned around and softly asked, a reward? What do you want? No stood there paralyzed, biting his nails in disbelief. What the hell? She is actually going to give him a prize? Kan Min realized he pushed it. He waved his hands and laughed it off. No, I was just kidding. He thought to himself that he already got one spatial charm. Better not get too greedy. Lung Sung half closed her eyes and smiled gently. It has been ages since someone dared to joke with me. But I actually have a gift. In the dim light, she pulled out a fancy necklace that was glowing with magical energy. Here, she said. Take this. Even with his thick skin, Kan Min started sweating. He waved it away, saying it was way too expensive and he couldn't possibly accept it. He could tell this was the real deal. The energy felt even stronger than the level 7 protection charm his master gave him. Lung Sung smiled, noting he had a good eye. This is a level 8 protection charm. It can tank a hit from a mid-rank level 8 grandmaster. She pushed it into his hand, saying it was useless to her now anyway. Just take it as your reward. Kan Min held the gift with both hands and bowed deeply. Thank you for looking out for me, Principal Lung. If you ever need anything, I will charge through fire and water for you without a second thought. Lung Sung nodded, liking the attitude, but told him he was still too weak to help her. Focus on training. The kid happily wrapped the necklace around his wrist while Ingo stood there clenching his fists in pure envy. Oh man, I really want one of those too. Watching this wholesome moment, Vung Ko started calculating his next move. It was clear that Kan Min held a special place in the principal's heart. With a kid like that, they had to do everything possible to win him over and make him an ally. Lung Sung asked him kindly if he was finished here. Mado Talent Academy is about to start classes, so I can just take you back with me. Kan Min scratched his head and said he had a few things left to do. You can go ahead, Principal. How long will you be? She asked. Kun Min rubbed his chin, estimating it would take about 2 days. Surprisingly, Lung Sung gave him a goddess-level smile. Her emerald eyes sparkled as she made the final call. Fine, I will wait for you here. Once you finish your training, we will head back together. Kan Min thanked her, saying he hated to be a bother. Behind them, Ingo looked like he was about to cry from jealousy. So much envy. Getting the babysitter treatment from a level 8 grandmaster is insane. Is this how they treat geniuses? If it were me, I would be lucky if she didn't blast me into space. The scene shifts, leaving the ruins behind. Welcome to this insane, sun-drenched mansion with a pool that is straight-up vibey. Way different from our guy's usual cold-blooded killer persona. Our hero is face down on the bed, looking like a total zombie while scrolling his phone. Then, he snaps up like he is spring-loaded and bolts out the door, yelling, "Crap! I actually slept for 2 straight days? It is already the 19th? I only have 2 hours left before my permit for this Thunder Realm expires. How am I supposed to master the liquid thunder process in time? What a total scam." He tears through the hallway like a tornado, sliding across the wood floor in pure desperation. But when he bursts into the living room, he freezes. Principal Lang is just sitting there, meditating and making magic hand signs with total class. He is shocked. The principal was actually waiting at the villa this whole time. The gorgeous principal does not even look back. She just asks, "Did you rest well?" Our boy breaks into a cold sweat and stammers, "I rested great." But there is no time left to master the lightning. Lang Soon closes her magic circle, stands up, and gives him a reassuring smile. "Do not worry. Branch Chief Wang of the Thunder Dojo already upgraded your S-Class pass to a permanent one. You do not need to stress about the time limit anymore." He sighs in relief, nodding to himself. "I mean, I did not really do much to earn that." She says the branch chief did it on his own. He clearly thinks your potential is off the charts. Our guy plays it cool and responds politely. "If he was not doing you a favor, Principal, I bet he would not have bothered." She crosses her arms and smirks. "You catch on pretty quick, do you not? Still, he does not know you are SS rank. If he did, I would not have to pull any strings at all. Also, once the national tournament starts, I doubt we can keep this a secret." "Get your head in the game. Get ready for what?" he asks. She gazes out the window. With the light hitting her perfect profile, she lists off the deadly temptations: money, power, fame, wealth, and of course, gorgeous women. We get over 10 S-rankers on this planet every year, but the last SS rank appeared 4 years ago. You have to stay true to yourself. Hand on his chest, the student nods obediently. "Loud and clear, Principal." Still, she warns him seriously. "Forget money or power. I am more worried about beautiful women." That is the oldest trick in the book for foreign agents. She suddenly leans in close, her emerald eyes blinking mysteriously. She whispers provocatively, "If those 2 girls by your side cannot keep you satisfied, just tell me, and I will take care of it." That was a total curveball. Our hero turns beet red, sweating as he backs away, thinking, "Whoa, let's not go that far. What kind of wild talk is that? It is way too suggestive." Seeing him all embarrassed, Lang Suong pulls back and composes herself. She turns and calls out, "You two, come in." The door opens. Branch Chief Wang and that instructor guy walk in. Wang calmly drops some good news for our boy. Li Shanghai is locked up in prison. "I will personally guarantee the Li family never causes you any more trouble." He gives a bright, confident smile and replies politely, "Thanks for looking out for me, Branch Chief, and thank you for upgrading my pass to permanent access." Wang waves it off with a kind smile, acting like the perfect mentor. "It was nothing, just doing my part to support the growth of our nation's greatest geniuses. Also, I heard you want to master Liquid Thunder, so I got you 24-hour access to the very top floor of the Thunder Tower. VIP treatment?" His eyes light up. He bows and thanks him repeatedly, while Principal Lang opens a glowing portal right next to them. "The top floor of the Thunder Tower? Thank you for the opportunity, Branch Chief." Lang Suong steps into the magic circle and looks back. "Let's go. I will take you there." Before stepping through, he waves goodbye. "See ya, brother-in-law. Once I finish mastering natural lightning, I am heading straight back to school. Catch you later." The instructor waves back enthusiastically. "You got it. See you next time, kid. I knew you were leaving, so I came specifically to say goodbye." The magic portal slowly closes, leaving the 2 men watching the golden sparks vanish into thin air. Scene shift. Now we are looking at the Thunder Tower. It is a futuristic masterpiece where massive bolts of green lightning are constantly slamming down from the sky. Inside, our boy sits cross-legged, meditating right in the center of a massive energy array. Golden sparks fly everywhere as we zoom in on his blue eyes, full of determination. He is locked in. The lightning here is way closer to the source than back on floor 100. He raises a hand, carefully controlling and feeling the powerful electric currents swirling around his fingertips. 17 hours later, his hand is not spitting dry sparks anymore. Instead, the lightning has condensed into shimmering liquid flows. He lets out a satisfied smirk. Looking at the liquid lightning with pride, he thinks, I finally mastered the liquefaction process. No time to waste now. He stands up and gathers a massive ball of liquid thunder, lighting up the whole room. He thinks, if I just pack this into a sphere and hurl it, that alone would cause some insane damage. He calms down and sits, opening a blue holographic control panel to check his stats. He taps the screen to look at his attributes. The stat sheet pops up clear as day. Name, Shu Jingming. Level, high grade rank 3. Ability, Heavenly God Thunder. SS rank. Physique, 3,122. Spirit, 2,610. Energy points, 18,231, along with a bunch of skills ready for an upgrade. He rubs his chin like a pro gamer. Got 18,000 energy left. Still a bit far from rank 4, so I will focus on my top skills first. As for leveling up, I will wait for the national tournament. That is where I will harvest a massive wave of energy points. He starts picturing the bloody battlefield of the tournament. He smirks, planning it out, individual matches, team fights, and survival mode. The final round is a contest for the most kills. And since all the beasts will be above rank 4, I am going to rake in an insane amount of energy. Plan set. He clenches his fists and bolts upright. Electricity surges through his body. Time to max out that undying thunder body to stage 5. A blinding flash erupts as his body undergoes a freakish change. White hair spikes up while his hands turn into lethal claws. Talk about terrifying pressure. In his full thunder form, muscles bulging with raw juice, he yells out in excitement. Dropping 15,000 points to upgrade just boosted his health by nearly 1,000. Flexing those ripped arms covered in veins and sparks, Jingming realizes something. A beastly physique like this needs the right skills to really push the limits. Might as well max out my fist technique to master level 2. He throws a heavy punch that rips through the air, causing a massive explosion of light that trashes everything nearby. Watching the wall of water collapse from the shockwave he just made, he brushes back his white hair with a cocky grin. Heh, with this kind of power, I could probably one-shot a peak Tier 4 Storm Thunder Bear. I probably wouldn't even struggle against a Tier 5 beast in close combat. Back to his normal look, Jingming heads out. Liquidation's done. Time to bounce. Stepping out of the gym, our hero jumps when he sees the principal, his big sister guardian, leaning against the wall, patiently waiting for him to finish training. Principal Liang Suing crosses her arms, eyes narrowed as she studies her star student with a ton of questions. I get how you mastered the liquid lightning, kid, but how did your physical strength jump that much? Jingming just raises a fist and gives a humble smile. Just lucky, I guess. I pushed my undying thunder body to stage 5. That's why my vitality shot up so much. Liang Sung just smirks at him. Her eyes go misty like she's remembering the good old days. I almost forgot that technique was something your master cooked up himself. Back then, when he wanted to trade for that Tier 8 Thunder Dragon blood for you, I was the one who gave the green light. Anyway, enough talk. Liang Suong waves her hand, opening a glowing gold portal right beneath her feet. All right, you're done here. Let's head back to school. Meanwhile, under a dark and cloudy sky in another part of the world, an ancient Western-style castle looms in the shadows, looking all mysterious and creepy. Deep inside that dark temple, 2 cultists in robes bow low, reporting to the guy in the shadows. Lord, the blood killer was taken out by Liang Suing from Meido University. She's badly hurt and can't use her space powers to protect Jingming anymore. Should we move in and finish the job? A scarred thug steps forward, looking ready for blood. Master, let me go. I'll bring you that kid's head on a silver platter. But the cult leader, eyes glowing red under his hood, raises a hand to shut him down. He speaks with cold calculation. Ever since the government started the purge, our cult has lost too many heavy hitters. Now isn't the time for Jingming. Everyone stays low for now. We wait for the energy tide peak. When the supreme god descends, our cult will finally achieve eternity. His words hit like a hammer. The cultists all drop to the floor before the throne as red energy swirls around them. They all chant together. Follow the path. The god lives on. The supreme god is eternal and undying. Leaving the cultists to their delusions, we fly back to the civilized world. Meido University's glass skyscraper glitters under the bright sun as we find Jingming. Big sister Liang Sung is lounging in a leather chair, hovering a snack bag. Mastering that liquid lightning really took it out of you, huh? Jingming sighs. Yeah, I had to stay in max power mode for 17 hours straight just to break through. I'm totally dead. The principal tosses a glowing pack of rice crackers right at his face. Here, eat these. They're legendary snacks. These will help you recharge. Jingming stares at the bag like she's joking. Is this the rank C cultivation snack? The Marco Senbei from the last secret realm? First time I've ever seen one. He starts munching, and his eyes light up. This tastes amazing. I feel like my energy just pulled a full 180 and refilled instantly. A cute little chibi version of Liang Suong explains that these don't just restore power, they also give you a bit of luck. I hope you crush Jingcheng University in the national tournament, get your name on that gold board, and take the #1 spot. She gets serious for a second. Also, I want you to be the team captain for Motto. Jingming pauses. Captain? All right then. Our hero narrows his eyes, getting his cool vibe back. He's determined. Doesn't matter what my title is. I'm definitely taking the championship this time. Seeing his fire, she smiles. I'll finalize the roster tonight. If there's no drama, it'll hit the school website by tomorrow. Cut to 8 a.m. the next morning on campus. A student stares at his phone and starts yelling. Yo, check it out. The national tournament roster for our school is finally live. The screen shows gold letters. 2026 National Tournament. Team Captain, Hua Jingming. Weapon Institute. Freshman year. Vice Captain, Kong Thark. Weapon Institute. Senior year. Member, Ru Fuang. The rankings are causing a stir. One guy wonders if making Jingming captain is a total gamble. For real, the kid's just a freshman. Maybe senior Kong Thark should have been the one to lead the squad. Another guy in a brown jacket shuts him down. No way. Kong Thark is only mid-tier 4. He can't touch the elites from Jingcheng. Better to roll the dice with Jingming. In a corner, a long-haired student is sweating buckets while staring at his phone. He's in total shock. Man, is Jingming's combat power really that insane already? Same year, same top grades, but we're not even in the same league. Gossip Corner is officially pivoting to school romance drama right here under the sunny campus trees. Her four-eyed friend with pigtails ran over all excited to tease her bestie, Thuvan. Hey Thuvan, your man just became the national tournament captain. He is seriously cool as hell, like for real. Thuvan blushed hard and waved her hands in embarrassment. What do you mean, my man? Nothing is set in stone yet, so stop making things up. Her glasses-wearing friend grabbed her arm, looking half curious and half judgmental. No way. Didn't you go all the way to that Thunder Realm on New Year's Eve just to find him? One guy, one girl in a room together, and you still haven't bagged him? Thuvan just closed her eyes and sighed in defeat. I literally brought a whole group of seniors along back then. Hearing that, her friend's jaw practically hit the floor. She grabbed her head and screamed, Senior sister Rang? Oh my god, why would you bring her to the Thunder Realm? She has a huge crush on Hua Kanmin too. Thuvan turned away, fixing her hair while looking all self-righteous. I honestly think Senior Sister Rang is a really good person. If I didn't let her come along, I would always feel guilty, like some kind of thief. Her friend gave a bitter laugh and asked a killer question. But how on earth can you share something like love? Thuvan's eyes suddenly turned incredibly sharp. She just smiled calmly and said, It is totally fine. I do not mind sharing with Senior Sister Rang, and she feels the exact same way. Her friend covered her face, breaking into a cold sweat. Man, you two. You are seriously way too generous. Thuvan just closed her eyes and smiled with total confidence. She held up a finger, acting all logical. This isn't about being generous or not. With the way Kan Min is leveling up, he is definitely going to have more than one woman in the future. So, wouldn't it be better and easier if that other person was someone close to me? Totally sold on this harem logic, her friend just sweated and nodded. Okay, fine, I surrender. You guys are on a different level. Thuvan slumped a bit, blushing while scratching her cheek. It is still way too early to talk about this. Kan Min has not even accepted me or Senior Sister Rang yet. Her friend immediately put her hands on her hips, mouth wide open. Too early, my butt. Once the national tournament ends, the whole country will know about Hua Kanmin. By then, it is totally possible that girls even more elite than you will start chasing him themselves. You better watch out. Thuvan's purple eyes widened, and her lips trembled in shock as she repeated the warning. Girls, more elite than me? Thuvan walked through the sunset, her eyes glowing with raw determination. You are right, I really need to move fast. Forget the harem drama for a sec. The camera pans to a traditional Chinese mansion with mossy old roof tiles. A powerful, deep voice echoes out. Your senior sister Rang already told me everything that went down in the Thunder Secret Realm. You did good, kid. Kan Min stood there with his hands clasped, acting all humble before his bearded master, who was sitting regally on a golden silk sofa. The master waved a hand. When you strike, finish it. If you do not pull weeds by the roots, you are just asking for bigger trouble. Kan Min bowed respectfully. I only dared to do that because I had your protection charm and Principal Lang's space talisman to keep me safe, Master. The master puffed out his chest and laughed so hard his beard shook. That protection charm was meant to be used, so it is no big deal. As for Principal Lang, you really need to find a proper way to pay her back. She put her heart and soul into helping you, and she literally saved your life. Kan Min gave a mischievous grin. I am your student, Master. I totally get that. His master stroked his chin, eyes narrowing as he checked out his favorite student. Tell me the truth. What is your current power level at right now? Kan Min instantly clenched his fists with confidence. In my normal state, I am at the peak of rank 4, sir. But if I trigger my extreme lightning state, I can go toe-to-toe with a rank 5 master level. Hearing those insane stats, even the master started sweating. That high? He gasped in total disbelief. A rank 3 fighter taking on a rank 5? That is honestly just hard to believe. Under the sunlight streaming through the window, Kan Min checked out his hands and smiled. It was a total stroke of luck. I am not usually this strong. But luckily, my indestructible thunder body just broke through to the 5th stage. The master frowned, getting serious about business. All the noise on the internet right now is putting a lot of pressure on Principal Lang. It is the first time she has had to deal with this kind of mess. Since you have gotten so strong, you should help her prove that choosing you was not a mistake at all. Kan Min spread his hands and shrugged, looking incredibly confident. So, how should I prove it? Should I go fight Senior Kong Thatch? The master tilted his head and laughed. It is simple. Go grab the #1 spot on the school's glory rankings. Right now, Kong Thatch is at the top of that list. Speaking of which, Kan Min's eyes lit up. He looked like he just found gold. Oh yeah, how could I forget? I always thought virtual reality training was totally useless, so I never even bothered to step foot in there. The master stroked his beard with a smirk. He looked at his clueless student and gave some final advice. Just go to the training building and try it. It will definitely be way more useful than you think. Cut to the next scene. We follow Hua Kan Min into the training building, which is packed with glowing blue lights and futuristic high-tech machinery. While walking, he hears some loud bragging from 2 random guys passing by. The dude in the brown jacket clenched his fist. Last time, I almost cleared floor 10 with 10,000 power. This time, I am definitely going to do it. His friend in the gray shirt immediately poured cold water on his dreams. Stop capping, man. Floor 10 has 20 rank 2 rhinos attacking you at once. You are only rank 2 yourself, so that is literally impossible. Ignoring the trash talk, Kan Min was led by a beautiful staff member to a super high-end VR pod. She gestured toward it. This is the top-tier virtual reality stealth pod in the building, reserved strictly for Class S students. The main character's arrival immediately caught the eyes of everyone standing around the area. The 2 gossipers recognized him, eyes wide and sweating. Holy crap, that is Hua Kan Min. He is actually here for virtual training? This is going to be a huge headline. For real. The guy in gray rushed his friend. Hurry up, post it. This topic is going to trend like crazy on social media. Can he even beat Kong Thatch? Thanks to these amateur reporters, the school forum exploded with clickbait titles. Shocking. Hua Kan Min hits the VR sims. Who is stronger, the Thunder Emperor or the Iron Bear? The truth is coming out right now. Just how much combat power can this lightning guy actually pack? I am going to show you exactly what he can do. Ignoring all the online drama, Kan Min grabs the handle and steps into the VR chamber with the cool confidence of a god-tier player from Anurka. He kicks back and lies down while the transparent glass lid of the pod slides shut slowly under the watchful eye of the female staff. The system kicks in immediately with an announcement. The virtual space is going to scan and simulate a body with his exact power and level. He needs to unleash his combat skills and abilities for a few moments to help the machinery calibrate and run the whole simulation perfectly. May I ask if we are ready to begin? Kan Min just closes his eyes and keeps it short. Let us go. A glowing blue mist rises up to cover his body as the system starts crunching the numbers and scanning his physical data. Scan complete. Checking neural links. All clear. Entering the virtual space now. A blinding light flashes from his face as his mind officially dives deep into the high-tech world of virtual reality. Kan Min hits the ground with a savage superhero landing, dropping down on one knee in a totally badass pose. Energy streaks glow all around him in a massive hall filled with those fancy white marble pillars. He stands up straight and looks up at a giant, intricately carved column that is absolutely towering. This must be floor 4, he says to himself. 200 people. This is huge. Suddenly, a glowing sign pops up right in front of him. Rank 1, Kong Thash. Combat power, 502,513. Kan Min breaks a sweat. Kong Thak is number 1, and I am at the very bottom. No wonder everyone thinks Kong Thak is way stronger than me. The gap on this combat power leaderboard is just way too big to ignore. Suddenly, glowing magic sparkles gather, and a cute AI girl with bouncy blonde pigtails appears, floating in midair. She gives a bright smile and says, I am Eva. Welcome, S-Class student Kan Min, to the Virtual Reality Challenge. To start things off, please pick a set of B-Class armor and a B-Class weapon. All kinds of weapons like swords, hammers, and spears start floating in the air. Eva chirps in, which one do you want? Just reach out and touch it to equip your gear. You can even set the weight of the weapon yourself. Our hero's eyes immediately lock onto his absolute favorite piece of gear. He calmly reaches out his hand and touches the handle of a razor-sharp spear. In a blink, the black armor and the spear are already equipped. Little Eva floats over and asks, all done picking your armor and weapon? Do you want to start the challenge right now? Kan Min grips his weapon and nods, let us do it. Eva smiles with excitement. A glowing magic circle filled with ancient runes lights up behind her. Level 1 of the virtual challenge officially begins. The scene shifts instantly. Kan Min is standing in a lush green field, his cape fluttering in the gentle breeze as he holds his spear. He does not have to wait long. A pack of one-horned rhinos with bloodshot eyes comes charging at him, roaring like crazy. Their deadly aura shakes the whole place. But this pro player is not scared at all. Kan Min is too lazy to even swing his spear. He just holds out his hand and blasts a blinding bolt of golden lightning straight at the beast. A massive, terrifying lightning explosion rips through the air and the ground. Electric bolts tear through everything, shredding the whole pack of rhinos in a heartbeat. Clearing the level was easy as pie. Now, Kan Min is back in the white marble hall with his spear on his shoulder. Eva announces that he has cleared level 1. You get a 1-minute break. Do you want to rest or keep going? Our hero keeps a straight face and answers immediately. Keep going. While Kan Min is busy crushing the tower, our camera zooms over to the senior dorm area. These fancy European-style stone villas are sitting quiet under the shady green trees. Inside a sunlit and luxury living room, a bunch of upperclassmen are gathered around, gossiping about the news. A guy in a brown shirt speaks up, looking annoyed. The way I see it, Principal Lang did not handle this situation well at all. You are already at rank 4 middle grade. No matter how you look at it, you are a much better fit for captain than Kan Min. Kong Thak, the guy who is currently rank 1 in power, just sits there calmly. The brown shirt guy keeps going, exactly. You two have not even fought yet, so how could she just go ahead and pick him? Kong Thak just waves his hand and answers calmly, do not say stuff like that. With Kan Min's strength, he is totally qualified to be the team captain. Hearing Kong Thak stick up for the new guy, a dude with spiky hair on the sofa across from him scowls. You are being way too nice, man. Anyway, I am not buying it. I have got to find a chance to challenge him to a real fight. Kong Thak smiles and tries to stop him, saying there is no need for that. Principal Lang definitely has her reasons. Just then, the guy in the brown shirt glues his eyes to his phone screen and starts laughing with total excitement. Check it out. The forums say Kan Min just entered the virtual reality challenge. I really want to see just how high he can actually push his rank. Staring at his phone screen with a face like he just saw a ghost in broad daylight, the guy in the black shirt with the buzz cut blabs out, huh? Rank 42, combat power 214,000? I remember his power was always sitting at 0 before, right? Can we check and see exactly when Kan Min started this whole challenge? Swiping his finger across the screen, the guy in the gray shirt smiles and drops the news. Found it! It looks like he only started 3 minutes ago. After hearing that, the former top ranker's eyes go wide and he starts sweating buckets. He starts doing the math in his head like some kind of genius. 3 minutes. To hit 200,000 power, you have to clear floor 20 of the virtual challenge. In other words, Kan Min is averaging less than 9 seconds for every single floor. Freaked out by this insane speedrun, the gray shirt guy frantically looks at the phone screen and asks, could there be some kind of huge mistake here? But the guy with the buzz cut just shakes his head. No mistake. There are a bunch of other posts saying the exact same thing. Trying to stay cool, he starts analyzing it like some internet expert. The clearing speed of the lightning system is definitely way faster than ours, but floor 21 will for sure be enough to slow him down for a while. Hearing that, the guy in the gray shirt agrees, waving his hands around to explain. You are right. Floor 21 is a rank 4 low-tier beast, and it is a major power hurdle. Only students who pass this point and hit 240,000 power get to be in Team 1 at MADO University. But before he can even finish talking, the buzz cut guy is jaw drops. He stares at his phone in shock. Holy crap, did he seriously pass it that fast? The friend next to him is sweating like crazy but still trying to argue. But the Floor 22 challenge has 20 of those rank 4 low-tier beasts. There is no way he can just wipe them all out instantly, right? A notification hits the screen like a slap to the face. Jingming is now rank 35, with a combat power of 244,000. This guy just sits there in total shock, staring at the screen and facing the brutal truth. He was dead wrong. Min cleared another floor and even insta-killed that armored earth dragon on level 23. Is he some kind of monster? Meanwhile, his buddy in the gray shirt just stands there stuttering in complete disbelief. Watching from the corner, Hung rubs his chin while sweating bullets. His face is pale as he realizes this Jingming guy is way stronger than he looks. Way stronger. Like, way more powerful than anything I could have ever imagined. Back on level 23, Min is looking cool as hell. He leans on his spear next to the massive, smoking carcass of the monster he just turned into literal barbecue. Eva, the system girl, floats around, grinning with pure excitement. Level S student, the forums are blowing up about you. Everyone is saying your clearing speed is absolutely insane right now. Min flips his hair with a cocky smirk and drops a bombshell. I have a level double S ability now, so being this fast shouldn't be a surprise at all to anyone. Classic VIP player flex. Hovering around our hero, Eva asks softly, You cleared floor 23. Do you want a break or do we keep going? Of course, our top-tier player does not even blink. He just grips his spear and answers firmly. Let's keep going. Eva smiles and creates a glowing magic circle in the air. All right, floor 24 begins right now. This time, 5 level 4 armored earth dragons show up. Suddenly, these giant lizard dragon hybrids with jagged teeth and sharp eyes appear out of nowhere, growling like they want to eat our hero alive for breakfast. Facing these hungry beasts, Min does not even bother looking at them. He steps back, gathering a massive, blinding ball of yellow lightning in his hand. With the perfect form of a pro baseball pitcher, he leaps up high, hurls the orb of destruction at them, and screams at the top of his lungs. A terrifying lightning explosion with insane, destructive power levels the entire floor. Blinding red lightning streaks finish off the entire dragon pack in a millisecond. Back in the pristine white hall, a very happy Eva offers her congratulations. Congrats to our level S student for clearing floor 24. Your power just broke 400,000, putting you in the top 10. Floor 25 is a peak level 4 storm bear. Hearing about a familiar monster, Min smirks like a total villain. His eyes light up as he says, Oh, so it is just an old friend. Let's keep going. I actually want to see if I can take this thing down with just one single hit. Eva points to the sky and happily announces, Okay, level 25 starts right now. Min asks curiously, Hey Eva, if I beat this floor, where will my power be? The AI girl blinks her big eyes and explains the top ranks are all stuck here. Only Hung cleared this successfully, but it took him an entire half hour. If you clear it in under 30 minutes, you will hit number 1. Suddenly, the space around them starts to shift and change. A massive, hairy storm bear lets out a thunderous roar and charges straight at Min with its razor-sharp claws ready to kill. Instead of using his spear, our hero puts it away, gathers lightning in his palm, and starts trash-talking with a smirk. Last time, I still had to play around with you a bit, but that's not happening today. After those cool words, Min turns into a bolt of lightning. With glowing eyes, he flies toward the bear's face with a fist covered in fire and electricity. Before the bear can even react, it gets caught in a high-voltage blue electrical net. It is completely paralyzed and frozen in place for 5 long seconds. Then, a One-Punch Man-style lightning fist slams right into the beast's chest. The shockwave is so intense it makes the monster cough up a massive spray of blood. The bear's eyes show total despair and confusion before the blinding lightning sends it straight to the afterlife. Back in the VIP lounge, Min calmly stares at his smoking fist like he just finished a beautiful masterpiece of art. Eva floats behind him, sweating as she says, Level S student, that was something else. That punch was so clean and decisive, It is definitely enough to take the top spot. Elsewhere, students hanging out on campus stare at their phones and scream, 510,000 combat power. The Lightning Emperor just hit #1. A kid with a mushroom cut rubs his chin proudly. I knew it. The Lightning Emperor's power is way beyond Thiet Hung's level. The guy next to him is sweating buckets as he speaks. From the start of the challenge to hitting rank 1, it only took him 5 minutes. This speed is so fast, it is practically a blur. The camera cuts back to the villa. Thiet Hung is standing there like a statue, completely lost and wondering to himself. How long did it take for Jingming to go from 400,000 to 510,000? His friend in black stares at the screen and gulps. Less than 20 seconds. The guy in gray loses his mind, waving his arms and shouting like he's been cheated. But floor 25 was supposed to be a peak level 4 storm bear. Did he seriously one-shot that thing and send it packing? What kind of absolute monster from another planet is this Jingming guy anyway? Thiet Hung sighs deeply, covering his face in defeat. Is an S-rank ability really this broken? The gap is just too big. Jingming isn't just a little bit stronger than me. He swallows the bitter truth and concludes, Principal Lang was right after all. Back in the fancy white hall, lowly Eva respectfully presents a glowing magic board and a pen. She grins and says, Level S student, congrats on hitting #1. Please sign your name right here for us. Our hero grabs the pen and signs his name with a flourish to officially claim his rightful top spot on the server. Instantly, a massive screen shows big letters for all the haters to see. Rank 1, Jingming. Combat power, 514,000. Min puts his hands in his pockets and smirks. This feels good. Hey Eva, I must be the first student in all of Mado University history to clear floor 25 while only at level 3, right? Eva floats nearby and shuts him down immediately with some cold truth. I didn't realize you were this full of yourself, level S student, but I hate to break it to you. Unfortunately, you are not actually the first person to do it. Our hero flinches, sweating bullets as he asks if someone is actually stronger than him. Eva flies around, counting on her fingers to explain the history from over 100 years ago when the trials first opened. A student named Tian Luan cleared floor 25 at grade 3. Plus, he was packing an SS rank strengthening ability. Min rubs his chin, remembering those boring history lessons. Yeah, that Tian Luan guy is definitely in the textbooks. Too bad he never reached grade 8 and died exploring some ancient ruins. Eva tilts her head. Hey S-rank student, you still want to grind? Min rolls up his sleeves, totally hyped for the next round. You bet I do. Just that classic teen ego talking. Min narrows his eyes, asking about his opponent's weak spots. So how many floors did Luan actually clear back then? Eva smiles honestly. Just floor 25. Floor 26 has 5 peak grade 4 beasts. He only took out 3 before getting crushed. Sensing a record to break, Min cracks his knuckles with a cocky smirk. Let's go. I'm smashing his record right here, right now. Eva waves her hand, opening a magic gate. Fine then, floor 26, begin. As soon as she speaks, 5 massive, terrifying grizzly bears appear in the field. They roar, teeth bared, surrounding our tiny hero while radiating pure, murderous intent. Watching the beasts spread out for a tactical ambush, Min can't hide his arrogant, trash-talking smirk. Lightning gathers at his fingertips. They're actually using strategy? Cute. Too bad that even with a brain, you're still completely useless against me. Not even bothering to move, he points 2 fingers at the sky and calls down his ultimate move, Thunder God Finger. A massive bolt of destruction strikes. A massive, fiery explosion completely levels the ground, incinerating that smart bear pack in less than 0.5 seconds. Back in the VIP lobby, Eva's jaw drops. She flies over, tossing confetti. Congrats, S-rank student. You crushed floor 26. Your combat power just shot up to 710,000. Min acts cool, hands in his pockets. Floor 27 is probably a grade 5 or dozens of peak grade 4s. Checking the intel on his next opponent, Min breaks a sweat, muttering as he sizes up the threat. An Earthwolf, with 2 massive talents, Earthwall and Earthblock. A grade 5 already? This is the first time I'm fighting a tanky monster like this head-on. Finally, the grinding machine seems to be running low on steam. He mutters that he should probably take a short break. Dropping the tough guy act, our hero collapses on the cloud floor, panting hard for air. Eva floats nearby, kindly letting him know he's got 3 minutes to recover. Back at the villa, the buzz-cut guy wipes his forehead and sighs with relief. He finally decided to stop, thank God. The guy in gray ignores his phone and looks over. No way, Min definitely cleared floor 26. So what's waiting for him at 27? Hung stammers, sweating. I'm not sure. Most likely a grade 5 starter or at least 10 peak grade 4 monsters. The gray-shirted guy's eyes go wide with total disbelief. A grade 5 beast? No way that's actually happening, right? Hung crosses his arms, acting like a pro. Yeah, probably just a few more peak grade 4s. Honestly, I think Min is going to struggle to clear this one. Still trying to downplay our hero, huh? Break time's over. Eva spreads her arms and shouts, activating the space. Here we go! Min's head snaps up, eyes glowing with electric sparks, a clear warning of the carnage to come. He leaps into the air, his entire body exploding with a badass suit of lightning armor. Gripping his spear, he radiates murderous intent and shouts a challenge. Come and get some! Opposite him, a massive black wolf with blood-red eyes bares its sharp fangs, growling as a creepy purple aura radiates from its terrifying body. No time for talk. The wolf stomps, activating its talent to summon dozens of sharp, massive boulders above its head. They scream through the air like artillery shells, aiming straight for Min's skull. Master-level skills on display. Min spins his spear, shattering every single rock into a shower of sparks. Gritting his teeth with pure excitement, he cheers. That impact was beefy. It's been way too long since I felt a rush like this. Full of adrenaline, our hero lunges through the air like a hunting eagle. He points his glowing lightning spear downward, aiming right for the giant wolf's face. Seeing the end near, the wolf pulls out its trump card, summoning a massive boulder from the ground to act as a shield against the killing blow. But Min's lightning spear slams into the rock with insane force, creating a massive explosion that sends debris flying everywhere, completely choking the sky with dust. As the dust finally clears, revealing a totally empty spot, Min's eyes go wide. Sweat pours as he realizes something's wrong. Oh no! Suddenly, the earth wolf opens its massive jaws and lunges down like a god of death. Our hero quickly ducks, raising his spear to block the bite. But the claws tear through his shoulder. Blood and energy spray everywhere as he grinds his teeth, enduring the bone-chilling pain. The massive wolf flips over him with insane speed. Min clutches his bleeding shoulder, admitting the harsh reality. Just as I thought, I can't tank a direct hit from a grade 5 yet. But giving up just isn't in this VIP player's vocabulary. He ignores the pain, pointing fingers at the sky and gathering every drop of lightning into a devastating storm. The wolf charges through the sparks, eyes locked on its target, determined to end his life. Min's face is tense. His eyes spark with electricity as he desperately calculates his next move. It's so fast. My S-rank Thunder God Finger and Lightning skill can't even... Without wasting even a second, he swings his glowing spear with all his strength, aiming a massive killing blow at the beast's snapping jaws. The black wolf roars, a sound that rattles his eardrums. It swings its steel claws, clashing directly against the lightning blade. The two powers collide in a blinding explosion. A massive shockwave ripples out, sweeping away everything in its path. Crushed by the overwhelming power of a rank 5 beast, our unlucky hero somehow regains his balance. He channels all his emerald lightning into his spear, turning it into a massive electric drill as he slams back toward the earth. The lightning spear sinks deep into the beast's massive claws, sending blinding sparks everywhere and completely knocking back the monster's heavy attack. Suddenly, our hero goes full power. His lightning energy explodes, making his hair stand straight up and turn brilliant gold like a Super Saiyan. His eyes are literally sparking with pure, unadulterated rage. In this savage state, he swings his spear to shatter the wolf's dark aura, sending shattered rocks flying through the air like lethal shrapnel. Watching the chaos unfold, lowly Ava nods with a smirk. This S-rank student is built different. At only 19, he is already hitting rank 5 combat levels. He is the first person to pull this off in over 100 years. Plus, given how smart it is, its actual combat power is way higher than your average Earth-type wolf. Fast forward 20 minutes, and that giant, bloody wolf carcass finally hits the ground for good. As for Jingming, he is completely spent. He drops to one knee, gripping his spear just to stay upright. This Anoka cyborg is gasping for air like a fish out of water, drenched in sweat after surviving that absolute nightmare of a battle. He drags his heavy spear forward, one painful step at a time. Jingming winces, realizing he really needs an S-rank spear skill. If he had one, this fight would not have been such a total grind. He decides to head to the wasteland later to farm some energy points and learn a new move as soon as possible. Little Eva rushes over, looking absolutely stoked, and opens her mouth wide to drop some major news. Congrats, S-rank student. You crushed the floor 27 challenge. Your combat power just spiked again. hitting a record-breaking 1.01 million. Jingming stumbles back, breaking a sweat over his own insane score. Did his combat power really just skyrocket that much? Look, taking down a rank 5 beast is no joke. Eva starts the sales pitch, asking if our S-rank student wants to hit floor 28. This time, it is 5 early-stage Earthwolves waiting for him. Even though his body is trashed, his competitive streak won't let him quit now. He waves a hand confidently and accepts the challenge. Of course I am going, but let me catch my breath first. Outside on campus, students are sprinting toward the tower like they just won the lottery. They are screaming about the 1 million power level. The Thunder Emperor is just too overpowered. The National University tournament is basically ours now. Come on, let's get to the tower and see what is happening. Back at the VIP villa, the gray-haired kid shoves his phone at the other guy. He is totally speechless. A rank 3 actually wiped out dozens of peak, rank 4 beasts. This power level is just insane. And to think, someone was just trash-talking earlier about wanting to challenge Jingming to see what he is made of. So, you still want a piece of him? The guy is shaking in his boots. He drops his phone and throws his hands up in total surrender. No way. Absolutely no way. With 1 million combat power, he could probably turn me into dust with just one finger. Somewhere else, a rugged, bearded teacher is grinning at his phone. Taking out rank 5 beasts while still just a rank 3 student is totally unheard of, even with an SS rank ability. You can count the people who can do that on one hand. I really never expected my most low-maintenance student to become the strongest of them all. Stroking his beard, the teacher starts plotting. Since I am the coach for this tournament, things are about to get interesting. Looks like I will need to rewrite the whole playbook based on Jingming's power. This is definitely going to take a huge weight off the vice principal's shoulders. Talk about being on the same page. The vice principal is lounging in her chair, staring at her phone with a very satisfied smile. That boy even went through the trouble of climbing the ranks just to prove my decision was right. That is so sick. Back in the arena, break time is over. Jingming goes Super Saiyan again and gives the order. Eva, let's go. The little AI girl opens the gate. Floor 28, start. The world shifts, and our hero stands alone, surrounded by 5 massive black wolves that are baring their teeth and ready to strike. Sensing an easy meal, the pack howls and lunges forward, hurling massive boulders toward our hero as they all try to tear him apart. Jingming grits his teeth and spins his spear, creating a lightning shield to block the rocks flying at his face. Man, there are so many rocks. Just as expected, this is way too much to handle. Getting desperate, he lunges forward, slamming a golden lightning strike right into one of the monster's open mouths. But one man is no match for a whole pack. A wolf rams him with its giant paw, sending Jingming flying through the air. Before he even hits the ground, the wolves swarm him, shredding his lightning armor with their steel claws. He lets out a scream of pure agony. After taking a fatal hit, his avatar shatters into millions of data points and vanishes into thin air. The wolves howl in frustration as the light gate with Eva slowly closes. Game over, man. Respawning in the waiting room, Eva covers her mouth and delivers the bad news. S-rank student, you failed to clear floor 28. Jingming looks at his digital body and fixes his hair. I already knew I would fail, but that experience of dying was actually pretty weird. Eva leans in close to the screen with a mischievous grin. Dying in VR only takes away your sensory experience, she explains in a playful tone. Your consciousness is actually still perfectly fine. Of course, I could let you experience what death really feels like, but that would probably fry your brain for real. Ready to try? Feeling a chill down his spine, Jingming quickly changes the subject. By the way, what is the challenge on floor 29 anyway? Eva puts her hands on her hips. Technically, I am not supposed to tell you anything until you actually clear floor 28. But whatever. I will make a special exception just this once since you are a VIP S-rank student. Eva waves her hands and explains the rules. Floor 29 has 1 midstage, rank 5, Earthwolf. Floor 30, that has 5 of those monsters waiting for you. Then she drops the final blow. Right now, this virtual reality challenge system only goes up to floor 30 anyway. The lead's eyes widen in fake shock. He scoffs like it's boring floor 30. Is that really it? Little Eva crosses her arms, pouting and throwing major shade. You think everyone is some kind of cheating monster like you? With normal training speeds, even the absolute best seniors only hit mid-tier rank 4 by graduation. 30 floors is more than enough, okay? Despite the shade, Kan Min just tilts his chin up and smirks with total self-love. He drops a line with total confidence. Looks like you guys are gonna need to add way more floors to this virtual challenge tower soon. Little Eva raises her hand with a bright smile, waving goodbye as Kan Min's avatar starts fading away for logout. I will be waiting right here until you clear floor 30. Oh, and do not forget there is a reward of 2,000 credits every single quarter for topping the combat power rankings. That prize was sent straight to your student account already. I will see you next time. The training pod lid slowly slides open, and Kan Min wakes up. He pops his head out of the blue liquid. Our hero climbs out, wiping off the water, nodding like a legit scientist. Except for the fact that dying doesn't feel quite real, this virtual space is basically a carbon copy of the actual world. Today's tech is seriously impressive. While he's busy talking to himself, he suddenly freezes and stares in total shock at the view outside the glass pod. He stands up and breaks into a cold sweat, muttering, "Why are there so many people?" A massive mob of students is swarming the machine, craning their necks like he's some alien creature. When their idol appears, the crowd just explodes. A guy with a buzz cut starts waving his arms and screaming like a total fanboy. 1 million combat power. Sitting at number 1 on the rankings, Thunder King is a total beast. His friend nearby joins in, shouting, "Thunder King, you better take first place in the tournament." Someone else, sweating while pushing through the crowd, begs, "Thunder King, can I please get your autograph?" Surrounded by a pack of over-the-top fans, Kan Min can only give a forced smile. Sweating, he mutters, "You guys are seriously way too enthusiastic." After struggling through the mob and breaking a sweat, our hero finally makes a break for it. He hurries away with a sigh of relief, thinking, finally out of there. He looks up and sees a stunning girl waving with a sweet, bright smile. She greets him warmly. "Kan Min, huge congrats on grabbing that number 1 spot on the combat power leaderboard." Kan Min waves it off with fake modesty, but he's low-key flexing. It was just a standard run. No need to be that surprised. She nods with a smile and drops a challenge. That is true. But didn't we agree back at the Thunder Realm to have a martial arts match after we got back? Are you free this afternoon? Our hero smirks, teasing her back. Did I not give you enough of a beating already? Instead of getting mad, she clenches her fist with a confident challenge. Exactly. So just keep hitting me until I'm satisfied if you've got the guts. Kan Min waves his hand and scoffs with heavy sarcasm. Hit you until you're satisfied? Man, it looks like you forgot the time I wrecked both you and your senior, huh? Then he switches to a busy tone, but I have intensive training later. How about tonight? She points a finger and seals the deal. Fine, then I will come find you tonight. Watching the hero walk away, the beauty bites her lip, her face turning red. Her eyes sparkle with anticipation as she mutters, Kan Min is getting way too strong. I hope everything goes smoothly tonight. Sounds more like a date than a sparring session. The camera pans quickly to the second floor of the teaching building. A circular hall with a high-tech futuristic vibe shines brightly. The former number 1, Thiet Hung, walks in with a friend. The friend in the green jacket turns to poke at him. Hey, Thiet Hung, your number 1 spot on the combat leaderboard just vanished into thin air. Do you have any thoughts on that? Thiet Hung keeps a calm, serious face and simply replies, it is really nothing worth mentioning. Hua Kan Min is very strong. He totally deserves that top spot. Suddenly, a cold female voice rings out. Thum Dong Lin praises him. You really live up to your name, Brother Hung. Your mindset is seriously impressive. Along with that, his teammate Thum Dong Lang appears in a stylish trench coat, walking up with a bright smile. A blue-haired guy with one eye covered follows behind, suddenly flashing a cold smirk. He tilts his head and announces, he is here. Our hero Hua Kan Min walks up to his new team with one hand in his pocket, looking cool and relaxed. He waves with a friendly smile, greeting them, hello, seniors. As soon as they see him, the upperclassmen start greeting him enthusiastically. Hello, Captain. Welcome, Captain Hua. Kan Min arrives in a long coat, looking totally boss and powerful. Right then, a teacher with a thick beard and the other members are already waiting, their eyes fixed on our hero. Seeing the talented group gathered, the man clears his throat and directs them. All right, everyone. First, let's get into the anonymous virtual reality pods. The whole group obediently follows. Each person's avatar begins to glow with a bright blue light before being instantly transported straight into the system space. Standing in the glowing virtual space, the older man folds his hands behind his back and speaks loudly. Team matches are a test of our coordination. And speaking of coordination, you kids need to know and understand your teammates first. Let me give you a quick rundown. The camera zooms in on his serious face as his tone turns completely professional. This time we have a total of 8 members participating, 5 regulars and 3 substitutes. After that, he begins the roll call. First, let me introduce our vice captain, Thiet Hung Hong Thark. He possesses an A-rank enhancement ability called the Ironstone Bear. Once he activates this power, his physical body is massively boosted, giving him the terrifying strength of a literal giant bear. His role is the tank, taking all the hits. Thiet Hung raises his hand with the serious face of a tough guy. Hello, everyone. Next is Thumbline Lin. Her power is an A-rank enhancement, Blood Fox, and she is our assassin. The brunette waves gracefully and gives a flirty wink. Hi. He points to the side and continues. Ryu Feng has an A-rank elemental power, the Arctic Ice Soul. His role on the team is long-range mage. The blue-haired guy poses instantly, showing off with a flashy burst of cold air. Next is another beauty. She possesses a support-type ability, the Infinite Spirit Light. Her role is the team support. She can heal wounds for others or even buff their combat stats. She gracefully closes her eyes, placing a hand on her chest to emit a soft green glow. The man then gestures toward 3 side characters, showing off fire and water skills. Next, the 3 substitutes. Dao Quan possessant A-rank enhancement ability, bronze physique. His role is a warrior. Li Truong Fong has an A-rank fire ability and serves as our mage. Next up, we have Tanyuk Van with her A-rank water support skills. She will be the team's backbone. After the introductions, the professor looks at our hero with high expectations and says, "Finally, I will introduce your team captain, Hua Kan Min. He is the one you will follow." Kan Min just stands there, hands in his pockets, rocking a smug, boss-level grin. Before the old man can finish, the ice user Fuang jumps in. "Dean, we do not need the bio. Everyone already knows he is an ultra-rare S-rank awakened. Finding someone like him is impossible." The dean just shakes his head. S-rank? No. What Kan Min actually has is a legendary double S-rank lightning ability. You are not even close to the truth. Godly lightning. Standing next to the old man, Kan Min is glowing with that true main character energy. As soon as the words double S-rank hit the air, the assassin girl and the ice dude lose their minds. Jaws on the floor and sweating bullets, they stammer out, "A double S-rank ability? Godly lightning? Are you actually serious?" The whole crew starts gossiping like a crowded market. Some are just stunned. Double S rank? No wonder the guy acts so incredibly tough and arrogant all the time. Another guy nods like he just discovered the secrets of the universe. I always wondered why his sparks were yellow. Now everything finally makes sense to me. Then one curious kid pokes his head in. Wait, if he is that special, how does an S-rank power even manage to evolve into a double S-rank anyway? The dean shuts it down immediately. Do not worry about how it evolved. That is not important. All you need to understand is that Kan Min is double S rank now. Plus, to keep things totally fair during the National University Tournament this year, combat armor cannot exceed rank A and weapons are capped at rank S. Suddenly, a bunch of high-end shields, spears, and spellbooks appear and start floating in the air. The old man waves his hand. This is all rank A armor and rank S weaponry. You are free to pick whatever style you like. If you hate these, just upload your own data. Kan Min grabs one long spear, looking like a total boss. He thinks to himself, these rules are a joke. They are probably just meant to help the weaker schools. After all, for top-tier schools like Meido, Kindo, and Tandu, forging triple S gear is basically like taking candy from a baby. Those places have insane resources and massive budgets. He strokes the spear, eyes sharp and calculating. He whispers to himself, in the next training session, I will just upload my Flowing Cloud spear data. Anyway, the professor clears his throat. Before we start team training, I want to see you show off the skills you have mastered. Kan Min, you are the captain, so show them how it is done. Our hero looks a bit surprised. Do you really want me to reveal every single attack style I have? The old man's face gets serious and stern. That is exactly what I want. It helps the team understand you and lets me plan better tactics. Got it? Kan Min nods, planting his spear. Alright, the ways I can take you down are pretty diverse. I have got spear skills, martial arts techniques, and even long-range magic. I will give you a taste of each one, step by step, for everyone to see. He backs up and swings the spear with insane precision. It is like he is cutting the air itself. The guy looks absolutely unstoppable and incredibly stylish. The teammates can only watch with their mouths wide open. The buzz-cut guy is literally dripping sweat, stammering out in total disbelief. Is this guy even human? Others are just mesmerized. Look at those sparks. They are gorgeous but look incredibly deadly. Even the cool guy strokes his chin. Seeing him on video was one thing, but this is epic. On the stage, Kan Min leaps high into the virtual sky, yellow lightning crackling all over his body. He summons a barrage of electric spears and roars. Check out this move. I call it the lightning spear chain. But he is not finished yet. He powers up even more, calling down thunder with a lightning prison. Then he blurs forward, punching with a fist full of sparks. Pure power. Watching the show, the substitute teammate starts cheering like a crazy fan. That is our captain for you. He is so strong. Honestly, it feels like this championship trophy is already sitting in our trophy case. The support girl is breaking a sweat, whispering in a total panic. I wonder if my buffs will even matter. Can I even help a guy this powerful? After showing off his flashy moves, Kan Min stands there catching his breath, sparks still jumping. He smirks and drops a bombshell. That's spear work? Just a little warm-up for the show. Next, I will show you the S-rank combat skills that I have actually spent time mastering. Hearing him flex like that, the sub and the support girl just freeze, eyes wide, mouths hanging open in shock. Wait, what did he just say? That whole crazy performance was just a warm-up? Kan Min powers up, glowing with electricity like some kind of legendary Super Saiyan. He casually introduces his moves. First, an S-rank physical buff my master taught me, Immortal Lightning Body. Plus, an S-rank defense, the Hell Armor. Seeing that crackling electric armor wrap around him, the sub-guy starts shaking with pure jealousy and sweating bullets. That defense is way stronger than my own physical reinforcement skills. It is not fair. Before they can process that, Kan Min launches a massive magical blast mixed with thunder. He yells at the top of his lungs, Heaven's Strike. Behind him, the crew is speechless. Wait, he is a magic user too? This guy's power set is absolutely insane. Lowering his hand, he casually gathers a glowing ball of lightning at the tip of his finger. His eyes flash dangerously. Sure, Heaven's Strike deals massive damage to a single target, but it is far from the strongest combat skill in my entire arsenal. Get ready. Suddenly, that ball expands and unleashes a massive wave of power, raining yellow bolts down on the ground like a meteor shower. It is absolute chaos. The whole virtual space lights up as a giant, flaming fist of lightning drops from the sky, aiming to completely pulverize the entire arena floor and everyone on it. The impact is like a nuclear bomb hitting the ground. Golden flames swallow everything in sight. Standing on a ledge overlooking the wreckage, the ice girl and her friend are just wiped out, sweating like crazy. Stunned, they wonder. Now that's a hit from a top-tier level 3 awakened. Thick Hung rubs his chin and looks at the Dean. Hey Dean, what's the hardness rating on the ground in this virtual space anyway? The old man replies coolly, saying this silver floor is built from S-class alloy. Hearing that, Thick Hung breaks into a cold sweat. Even S-class alloy is getting shredded like paper out here? That's insane. If those were real people, they'd be nothing but stardust by now. Li Zhongfeng, the blue-haired guy, scratches his head and laughs. He starts joking around about how the team battle is going. If the captain just dropped a direct Thor's finger strike, we probably wouldn't even have to lift a finger, right? We could just sit back and watch the show. Shenlan rolls her eyes and sighs. If the captain finishes every fight himself, why are we even here? What's the point of our existence? Suddenly realizing she's right, the blue-haired guy freaks out, waving his hands. Holy crap, you're right. That's a real problem. He turns to the old man and starts begging. Hey Dean, for the team matches, could you maybe tell the captain to take it easy on the enemies? The Dean just shrugs and gives a blunt answer. Going easy isn't happening. If you guys moved a little faster, maybe Hua Jingming wouldn't get the chance to do everything himself. Ignoring his students' complaints, the Dean smirks. A devious, winning look crosses his face as he thinks to himself about his master plan for the upcoming tournament. Last year, we lost to Kyoto University. But this year, with Hua Jingming as our secret weapon, Mado University is absolutely not going to taste defeat ever again. After wrecking the virtual space, Jingming goes back to his usual calm self. He coolly announces, "All right, that's every combat skill I've managed to master so far." The Dean nods, satisfied. He turns to the rest of the group and barks out an order. Everyone else, show me what you've got. Then, we start the team coordination drills. Overwhelmed by the protagonist's vibe, the team immediately snaps to attention. They shout in unison and start unleashing their moves, some focusing their inner energy for the show. Others are tossing fire and water around, flying through the air to show off. The support specialist, Gu Wan, shyly walks over to Jingming with her hands behind her back, smiling timidly. Captain, I'm not sure if my buffs even work on level SS20 power. Can I give it a try? Jingming gives a rare, friendly smile and waves his hand politely. Of course. Go right ahead and do your thing. Instantly, soft green lights from Guwan's magic circle wrap around the protagonist. The energy feels warm and surprisingly powerful as it flows through his entire body. He's a bit startled and tests the new energy. He thinks to himself, wow, I didn't expect this to boost my combat power by 30%. That's a huge jump. No wonder every team needs a support player. After a sweaty training session, the dean walks into the middle of the crowd. All right, that's it for today's training. Hua Jingming, stay behind. Everyone else is dismissed. The teammates are happy to clock out, waving goodbye. See ya, Dean. Bye, Captain. They turn into pillars of light and log out. Once they're alone, the old man's tone gets serious. Jingming, there's something I need to discuss with you. It's pretty important, so listen up. I hope you don't mind. Jingming puts his hands in his pockets and replies casually. What's up, coach? Just say it. I'm all ears. The dean's face looks calculating and cautious. He suggests, for this team tournament, I'm hoping you can accept this special condition. Can you do that? The team tournament is a round-robin format between the top 10 universities. It's not just 1 or 2 games. Have you really thought this through yet? Thinking it's no big deal, Jingming clenches his fist with a cool, arrogant smirk. No problem. Scene shifts to the real world. The protagonist is walking through the busy campus, hands in his coat pockets. Suddenly, his phone starts buzzing in his hand. A familiar female voice answers the call. Sun Shuyun's face is totally red. She's acting shy and stuttering over her words. Jingming, are you done training? My current gear is kind of a pain to move in, so if you're free, just slide over to my dorm, okay? Hearing a beautiful girl invite him to her room, Jingming puts the phone to his ear and answers naturally. Sure, I'll be there in a bit. After hanging up, he holds the phone and scratches his chin like a clueless guy. Inconvenient to move? What exactly does she mean by that? I don't get it. Driven by curiosity, Jingming heads to the gate of the luxury villa dorm. He reaches out and presses the doorbell to let her know he's arrived. The wooden gate opens. A girl with glasses and braids smiles at him. Oh, you're here already. Head upstairs. Shuyun is waiting for you in the training room on the 2nd floor. Jingming nods and goes in, but as he passes her, he glances back at the girl. His gut tells him something is up. Why did her smile feel so weird? Is it just me, or was that totally suspicious? Filled with doubt, Jingming reaches the training room door. He slowly pushes it open as light spills out from inside. He's finally about to see what Shuyun meant by her outfit being inconvenient to move in. As the door creaks open, Jingming's eyes widen, cold sweat beads on his forehead. He stands there, totally speechless, when he finally sees the sight right in front of him. Turns out, the beauty Sun Shuyun is wearing a skin-tight combat suit that shows off every single one of her curves. She looks absolutely stunning in it. Her cheeks are flushed as she speaks softly. Jingming, you're here. Taking a direct hit from that visual bomb, our dense protagonist turns beet red and starts sweating buckets. She quickly explains that it's a new combat suit from Limit Technology. It's designed specifically to reduce wind resistance while fighting. I just bought it yesterday. Does it look a little weird on me? Should I go and change into something else instead? The protagonist coughs into his fist to hide how flustered he is. He looks away, but his eyes keep drifting back. He nods and says, no, it's totally fine. You look great. Hearing the compliment, she smiles brightly. But inside, her plan worked perfectly. She intentionally bought a size too small so it would be extra tight, just to see his reaction. Looks like it worked. I can definitely sense how excited my bright light is right now. After the flirting, she grabs her long spear. It glows with an intimidating light as she takes a professional stance. Same rules as always, okay? Drop your power down to level 2 primary. Let's see if you can actually beat me this time. I want to see you try and make me surrender. Fine, I'll play along then. He tosses his coat aside and puts his fists up. He's acting way too confident. I've improved a lot since the last time we sparred. I can probably beat you with just my fists now. She doesn't flinch. She grips her spear tight, her eyes sharp and challenging. That's good to hear, but don't think I've just been sitting around either. She gathered her strength and launched herself off the ceiling, diving down like a bullet. She pointed that sharp spear straight at the main guy, ready to deliver a heavy blow. But Kan Min just leaned back, coolly swatting the spear away with the back of his hand like it was nothing. Then, in a flash, they both charged in, getting into an intense brawl. The fight heated up. Thu Van used her spear like a vaulting pole, flipping through the air with serious skill. She barely dodged Kan Min's fist, which was practically dripping with crackling lightning energy. She stuck the landing in a total power pose, looking good doing it. When Kan Min shouted out, "Nice move," the beauty just gave a smug little giggle. Then it was a blur of rapid-fire strike spear versus fist in a flashy show of pure speed. Showing off high-level combat skills, they suddenly locked up. Kan Min grabbed the spear shaft, pulling her close until they were face to face. Their eyes met, throwing off some serious romantic sparks. After a workout that literally had them steaming, Thu Van turned away, clutching her spear and gasping for air. Meanwhile, Kan Min just stood there with his hands in his pockets, totally unbothered. He held out his hand with a smug grin, teasing his girl. So, you ready to give up yet? Thu Van glanced back. Even though she was wiped, she gave a stubborn smile. Surrender? I might lose, but that doesn't mean I'll ever give in to you, unless you actually make it hurt. Getting taunted like that, Kan Min's face went dark and dangerous. His eyes glowed blue as golden light exploded around him. He growled, I'm gonna make you tap out. With those words, he lunged forward like a wild beast. Wrapped in golden electricity, he threw a massive punch from the air. Feeling the crushing power heading her way, Thu Van froze in terror. She dropped her spear and threw an arm up, letting out a gasp. What? At the last possible second, Kan Min stopped dead in midair. He pulled back his power and gently reached out to grab her spear instead. He quickly pulled back, sweating bullets and feeling terrible. I'm so sorry. I kind of lost control for a second there. Seeing him beat himself up, she gently put a hand on his chest. No, it's okay. That wasn't your fault. You're probably just dealing with that dragon beast blood in your veins. Suddenly, her expression went dead serious. She stood there, looking all shy and awkward. Kan Min, can I ask you something? Confused, he just nodded. Sure. She didn't waste any time, stepping in real close. She bit her finger playfully, looking him in the eye with a sultry whisper. Do you like me? Kan Min's eyes went wide. Looking at her with total honesty, he gave it to her straight. No. Hearing that, Thu Van's face turned beet red with pure joy. She touched her lips, looking like she'd just won the lottery. She dropped her expensive spear, letting it clatter on the floor. She stuttered, wait, for real? She jumped for joy and tackled Kan Min with a cheer. Awesome. I don't like you either. Kan Min smiled softly, wrapping his arms around her waist. He whispered back one warm word. Good. Then, lightning fast, he leaned in and planted a deep, passionate kiss on her. It caught her totally off guard, making her eyes pop. She stood on her tiptoes, getting lost in the sweetness. After that cinematic kiss, she turned away, wiping her lips and looking shy. Why weren't you this bold before we officially started dating? Kan Min shrugged from behind her, giving her a cheeky smile. If I'd done that before we were official, wouldn't I just be some creep? That made sense. She looked back, appreciating her new boyfriend's logic. While he was off guard, she suddenly lunged in and gave him a loud, messy kiss right on the cheek. Kan Min touched his cheek, blushing. Thu Van smirked, staking her claim. So Tuyen already left her mark on you, so I had to leave one of my own. He clicked his tongue in disbelief. She actually told you about that? Man, you two are way closer than I thought. She strolled away, dropping a bombshell with a casual smile. Of course. Honestly, So Tuyen is a pretty amazing person. If you like her too, Kan Min, I really don't mind. He just stared at her, totally lost. Wait, what? With a mischievous look, she basically gave him a harem pass. You heard me right. You're an SS rank awakener, Kan Min. That means a lot. In the future, you'll definitely have more than one girl by your side. I'd rather it be her than some stranger. Shocked by her bold offer, Kan Min looked down, secretly hyped but trying to stay classy. I seriously didn't think you'd be that open-minded about this. But even if I did like her, who says she'd be down to jump into the middle of our relationship? Thu Van leaned in close, batting her eyes with a mysterious smile. So what you're saying is, as long as she agrees, you're totally down to date both of us, right? Caught red-handed, he could only manage one confused word. Wait, what? While he was still processing, she pulled her collar down, winked, and shouted toward the shadows. Hey, So Tuyen, you heard all that, right? The ball is in your court now. Right then, a beauty with flowing silver hair and short shorts stepped out of the shadows. Kan Min started sweating buckets, spinning around in total shock. So Tuyen stepped into the light, hand on her hip. She pointed a finger at him and gave a seductive wink. You better keep your word, rookie. Don't you dare take it back. Cornered by two absolute babes, Kan Min's brain basically short-circuited. He stood there sweating, jaw dropped, completely speechless. Seeing him panic, the two girls stood together, giving him the look. Thu Van laughed, but Kan Min quickly snapped back into his usual cool guy mode. He looked down. He hid his excitement behind a slightly devious smirk. All right then, If good things come in pairs, I'm definitely not about to say no. They were on the same wavelength now, and the deal was officially sealed. Thuvan clung to his arm while So Tu-yen gently rested a hand on his back. Thuvan cheered. All right, so it's a date then. From now on, the three of us stay together. Since you guys just finished your workout, you must be starving. Who's down for some late-night food? After that, Thuvan lets go and turns to her senior. But hold up, we need to wait a minute. I definitely need to hit the shower first. Hey, So Tu-yen, you want to shower with me? The white-haired beauty smirks and agrees instantly. Sure thing. I am pretty sweaty after all that anyway. Kang Min did not see this coming. The two girls hold hands, looking all cozy. Then Thuvan looks back with a total tease. Hey Kang Min, you waiting here, or do you want to come hop in the shower with us too? His heart is racing and his legs are jelly. Our boy panics, reaching out to grab this once-in-a-lifetime chance. But before he can even finish, Thuvan drags her senior away, cold-bloodedly crushing his hopes and dreams in a second. He is strong like a monster, no way he even breaks a sweat. It is just us girls for this shower. Suddenly dumped and left in the cold, Kang Min stands there looking like a depressed anime character with dark lines over his face. He clenches his fists, looking totally pathetic while crying on the inside. Man, I really wanted to shower with them too. But that petty frustration quickly turns into pure bliss. A gentle smile creeps onto Kang Min's face as he lets out a huge sigh of relief. He watches his two gorgeous girlfriends holding hands and skipping away under the bright golden sun like it is a movie. Then he nods, amazed at his own insane luck. I literally came here just to train and fight. How the heck did I end up with two incredible girlfriends at the same time? Next day at the Source Water Wilds, Kang Min is chilling on a pile of dead monsters he just wrecked. 5,000 skill points, yeah. That should be enough for now. After 6 months of grinding, he slams his spear into the ground with total confidence. I can pretty much walk through this wasteland like I own the place now. Unless I get unlucky and run into some massive level 5 beast, this power spike is wait, he is totally feeling himself right now. His eyes follow a cool breeze toward a sun-drenched forest. Right there, Kang Min spots a bunch of glowing, vibrant flowers that are absolutely sparkling in the light. He walks over, realizing they are the rare 100-color flowers from this region. All right, I will just grab 2 to take back with me. But as he reaches for them, his greedy side kicks in and he changes his mind. Better make it 3, just to be safe. Cut to the principal's office, where a stunning, powerful woman is busy with paperwork. Suddenly, a loud knock echoes through the room. The principal blinks her sharp green eyes and says calmly, "Come in." Kang Min strolls in with a bright smile. "Hey there, principal." Seeing her favorite student, she looks surprised and asks, "You just got back from the Source Water Wilderness?" Our guy stands tall and answers, "Yeah, I just got back today. You went out there to hunt monsters?" She smiles with pride, resting her chin on her hand. Virtual tests are realistic, but they are not the real world. Going to the wilds to keep your edge nicely done. Taken aback by the praise, Kang Min breaks a sweat and screams internally. She actually bought it? I just made up a random excuse and she is impressed. But he gets his act together instantly, flashing a brilliant, charming smile at her. He smoothly holds out a glowing flower. "Thanks for the kind words. Oh, by the way, I found this 100-color flower in the wilds. You should definitely have it, principal." The icy principal is momentarily stunned by this smooth move. She reaches out for the glowing branch. 100-color flower? She stares at it in her hand, and this powerful woman cannot hide her fluster. She thinks, I am a level 8 master who has received countless SSS rank gifts, but being gifted a flower? This is a first. The petals hide half her face, but they cannot hide her soft, feminine smile. The principal whispers to herself, honestly, this feels pretty great. But she pushes the personal stuff aside and gets back to business. She looks him over. I heard your team crushed one of the 2 strongest legendary teams in the history of the Magic University virtual space. Their top tier was level 4 too. Kang Min acts humble and waves it off. Yeah, but they were the weaker team, honestly. She immediately encourages him. Seeing you this strong makes me feel a lot better. Then, the principal waves her hand, and a beautiful blue magic circle appears right above her palm. From the magic circle, she pulls out a bright red pass. This is a VIP ticket for the National University Tournament. Take 10. Consider it a thank you for the flower. Holding the stack of tickets, Kang Min's brain basically short-circuits. He starts sweating bullets and thinks to himself, I was just stressing about how hard these are to buy. I was going to find some black market scalpers because even nosebleed seats cost a fortune. Now I have front row VIP passes. But on the outside, he plays it shy, scratching his head with a harmless little smile. Principal, this is way too much. I feel bad taking these. You have already helped me out so much. I am really not sure how to pay you back. The principal looks deep into his eyes with a gentle but heavy expectation. Oh, just show me what you can do on the battlefield when the time comes. That would be the best way to pay me back. Feeling the hype, Kang Min gets serious. With determined eyes, he answers her, "You got it." Leaving the office, Kang Min strolls down the tree-lined streets, looking totally relaxed with his headphones on while scrolling through his phone. He makes a video call to his family with a smug grin. "Hey auntie, do you and my cousin want to see the national tournament? I got tickets." On the other end, his aunt cheers. "That is amazing. My little girl Kai Kai was just worrying about not having any tickets." With the family sorted, Kang Min puts his hands in his pockets and walks past a coffee shop. "Now, I just need to find Thu Van and So Tu Yen." Thinking of them, he suddenly stops and spins around. Right there on the street are his two gorgeous ladies, white-haired So Tu Yen and black-haired Thu Van. They walk up holding hands and cheer. "Hey Kang Min, were you looking for us?" Perfect timing, really. He immediately whips out the two glowing flowers with a killer smile. "These are for you." Surprised by the sudden romance, the two beauties move in close. They both give him a sweet, passionate kiss on each cheek while acting all shy. "Thanks, Kang Min." Standing in the middle, he closes his eyes, soaking in the double happiness. While the vibe is perfect, he pulls out the red tickets and flashes them with a smirk. "By the way, I scored some VIP passes for the tournament. How many do you girls want?" As soon as those tickets dropped, Thu Van snatched them up with a huge grin. "Wait, VIP seats? Awesome! I am grabbing two, one for me and one for Xiao Han." Meanwhile, Senior So Tu-Yen calmly took just one. Once the tickets were sorted out, Thu Van held her flowers and gave a playful, sassy smirk. "Listen, Kan Min, my ship is way faster, so I am heading out early. No long goodbyes for you." Seeing the junior look a bit bummed, So Tu-Yen added gently that she had her level 3 alchemist exam soon. She wouldn't be able to see him off either. Keeping his cool, Kan Min playfully patted the senior's head and smiled. "No worries at all. I will just catch up with both of you in Thanhu City then. Good luck with the test." After saying goodbye to the two beauties, Kan Min didn't waste a second. He headed straight for the school's massive combat skill library to level up. Doing the math, he realized there was still time. He needed to snag one more S-rank spear skill to make sure he was totally unstoppable for the fight. Stepping into the archive, the young man barked an order to the AI butler. "Eva, pull up a list of every S-rank lightning element spear skill we have in the system." The mechanical orb obeyed instantly. Holographic screens flared to life all around him. The hero rubbed his chin, looking picky. "Only 5 options? Let's see which one is actually worthy of my level." Scanning the list, Kan Min's finger landed confidently on one specific file. "This is the one. I am taking this." The holographic display flashed the full name of the skill, Lightning Demon Piercing Spear. S rank. It uses lightning energy to wrap the spearhead in a special electric net. This maximizes attack speed. On impact, it releases a burst of compressed lightning damage with insane piercing power. Note, only awakened users at level 3 or higher with at least an A-rank ability can attempt to master this high-level combat technique. Seeing the goods, he waved his hand. "Ava, send me the manual for the Lightning Demon Piercing Spear right now." The AI orb blinked. "Understood. Please wait one moment." A robotic arm brought out a thick, heavy manual and placed it right in front of him. Without hesitating, Kan Min flipped the book open to the first page. His eyes sharpened as he entered full genius mode. The room fell silent, leaving only our hero sitting there in deep meditation with the book, his mind working through the complex moves. Slam! Kan Min snapped the book shut with a cocky smirk. The spear speed is faster and the explosive power is off the charts. It is exactly what I was looking for. Right then, the system pinged. He just dropped 3,200 skill points to instantly master this deadly move. Technique learned. The hero leaned back and exhaled, feeling totally hyped. Spending 3,200 points is a lot, but having that deep blue buff system is a total cheat code. This move cost even more than the Lightning God Finger. I definitely need to find a chance to test this raw power out in a real fight very soon. He didn't even rest for 3 seconds before the hunger for power kicked in again. "Ava, show me the newest A-rank lightning skills added to the database." The AI complied instantly. A bunch of purple virtual screens popped up. Kan Min skimmed through them and nodded. "Okay, some of these are actually pretty decent for my build. I will grab one more. Lightning Shadow Body." The info screen showed the details clearly. A rank. Use lightning energy to create a static clone that follows right behind you at all times. This lightning shadow will launch a follow-up attack the second you finish your move. It deals up to 30% of the original hit's damage as a secondary strike. Note you must be at least level 2 with a B-rank lightning ability to learn this. Reading the description, Kan Min's grin got even more wicked. The damage isn't huge, but it's perfect for filling the gaps between my main strikes. A perfect combo filler. Use it right. And this is a god-tier skill on par with an S rank. Locked on his target, Kan Min flashed a cool finger gun at the AI. I am taking this one, Eva responded mechanically. In a flash, it was the next day at the school's massive stadium. A giant spaceship numbered NCC-1701 was powering up, whipping up massive gusts of wind all around the launch pad. At the front of the ship, a hot redhead was fixing her hair and checking herself out. This team uniform design isn't bad at all, she noted. Behind her, Kan Min showed up looking sharp. The crowd was screaming their heads off around the ship. Go, Magic University. Victory is ours. Lightning Emperor, go grab that first-place trophy and leave nothing for the rest. Show them no mercy. Let's go, Lightning Emperor. Let's go, Magic University. Hearing the fans chanting his name, the Lightning Emperor looked like a total boss. He gave a casual wave like a real superstar, leaving the stunned crowd below absolutely speechless because he just looked too cool for words. Carrying the hopes of the entire school, the massive ship tore through the sky. From the ground, regular students watched the ship disappear into the clouds with pure envy in their eyes. Meanwhile, in Thonhu City, the tournament host, the bustling modern cityscape gleamed under the bright sun as everyone gathered at the grand reception plaza. A squad of students stood in perfect formation. Their leader barked out orders. Thonhu City is right next to Demon Cave 5, so security must be flawless. Don't let us lose face. Another voice added that the reception had to be epic. Show them how hospitable we are here. Let's go, Thonkan Ability University. The whole team cheered in unison. While the energy was high, a guy in a white coat with long flowing hair looked up. His sharp eyes locked onto the giant ship, casting a shadow over the city. He smirked and spoke with total authority to the AI orb floating beside him. Magic University is finally here. Turn on the guidance lights now. Following the lights, the ship NCC-17014 touched down with a heavy thud, sending a massive shockwave of wind blasting through the area. The doors hissed open, and the elite representative stepped out with total confidence. The local students immediately started whispering and buzzing with excitement. Look, that's Iron Bear Kong Thatch. He is actually already a mid-level 4, another guy shouted excitedly. And Bloodhand Thamdong Lin too. A senior with a body like that? I'm a fan. From the shadows, someone watched closely. That guy at the back is the new S-rank sensation they call the Lightning Emperor. Hua Kan Min, our main man, walked with his coat fluttering in the wind. He was feeling pretty good. The tournament is finally starting. It is go time. My S-rank power doesn't need to be a secret anymore. As he stepped off the ship, the tournament organizers rushed over to give them a warm welcome. Right this way, Principal Lang. We have prepped a huge feast for everyone. Beside Kan Min, the icy but powerful lady principal just gave a curt nod and said, fine. They were led to an incredibly fancy greenhouse restaurant with soaring arches and sunlight flooding the entire space. Stepping inside, the raw power of the Magic University squad instantly commanded the room. Waitresses bowed low in respect while every other diner craned their necks to see the spectacle. The crowd started whispering. Look, it is the Magic University team, someone chirped. That guy in front is their S-rank captain, right? Man, he is actually kind of hot. Someone else scoffed. Who cares if he is pretty? He is only a high level 3. Clearly just a poster boy the university is trying to hype up for views. Hearing the trash talk, Thamdong Lin put her hands on her hips and nudged Kan Min. Captain, looks like they are totally looking down on you. Unlike his annoyed teammate, Kan Min just smirked. Actually, I like it this way. Does not it just make things more interesting? Just then, Kan Min's sharp eyes flicked to the side as he sensed someone approaching. A guy with slicked back blue hair stepped forward. He held his arms out like they were old friends. You must be Kan Min, captain of Magic. I am Vuong Kai, captain over at Kan University. Great to meet you. Keeping things classy, Kan Min reached out for a firm handshake and smiled back. Pleasure is all mine. The handshake looked friendly, but Vuong Kai's words were pure shade. Captain Hua, I have heard stories. See you at the opening ceremony tomorrow. With that, the gelled-up captain turned his back and walked off. Kan Min just stood there with his hands in his pockets, watching him go without saying a word. Thamdong Lin crossed her arms. That guy is so full of himself, acts like he has already won. Kan Min calmly broke it down. Intel says Vuong Kai has a Class S ability. Polar Meteor. It is almost a true Class S. Plus, he is at high level 4. Honestly, he has every reason to be cocky. As for Vuong Kai, the second he turned away, his face twisted in bitterness. He clenched his fist, thinking to himself, "You think winning once means you can win again? So naive. Wait until the match starts. I will show you who is the real boss here." Ignoring the drama, Kan Min turned to his team. "By the way, you guys eat first. I need to go pick someone up at the high-speed railway station in a bit." Cut to the busy train station. The PA system droned on. Train K312 is now arriving at its final stop, Thanhu City. "Passengers, please gather your luggage and watch your step." In the grand hall, Kan Min's aunt, his cousin Kai Kai, and a friend were looking around in confusion. His aunt gasped, "So this is Thanhu City? It is gorgeous." Kai Kai excitedly chirped in, "I know, right? This is the most beautiful high-speed station I have ever seen. The service is great too. There are guides everywhere." But after looking around and seeing no sign of her brother, Kai Kai pouted. "Where the heck is Kan Min?" Seeing a girl standing alone, a sleazy blonde guy dressed like a fake rich kid slid over. He put a hand on his chest, trying to look suave. "Hey, long legs, you interested in trading numbers?" Faced with the cheap flirting, Kai Kai gave him a side eye and shut him down hard. "Sorry, I do not give my number to strangers." After the brutal shutdown, the blonde guy's crew behind him burst out laughing. "Ha ha, what a confident answer. Cannot believe our handsome Ka actually got rejected. This is hilarious." Humiliated in front of his friends, Ka's face turned sour. Veins popped on his forehead as he glared at her. "Acting all high and mighty, are we? Listen, brat, I only asked for your number because I thought you were worth it." Damn it, what a mood killer. Hearing the insults, Kai Kai's tall friend stepped up, wind energy swirling around his fists. Seeing an opponent step up, Ka spread his arms wide. Gale energy exploded around his body as he smirked. "Oh, someone actually wants to play hero?" The friend started breaking into a cold sweat, feeling the massive pressure of level 3 power. The passengers nearby quickly backed away, forming a circle. They started whispering, "Wait, they look like students from White Mountain Academy, right? That guy in the white shirt is their vice captain, Ka Luong. Is this a brawl?" Realizing their opponent was on a whole different level, Kai Kai grabbed her friend's arm to pull him back. "Let us just go. Do not lower yourself to their level." One of Ka Luong's teammates walked over and patted his shoulder, whispering, "Do not make a scene. It will make the school look bad." Even so, Ka Luong arrogantly pointed right in the guy's face. "If I was not busy with the tournament schedule, I would not let you off this easy. As for you, just a high-level 1 brat trying to play protector, you are not even in my league." After spitting out his insults, the vice captain turned his head and spat on the floor, but karma hits fast. Suddenly, a tall figure blocked his path. Ka Luong whipped his head around, eyes wide with shock, totally clueless about what was happening. Looming over him was Kan Min, his deep blue eyes burning with a terrifying aura. "If he is not in your league, then how about me?" The pressure left Ka Luong speechless. Kan Min casually raised his hand as bolts of yellow lightning began to roar and dance in his palm. "Nothing to say? Good." With that final judgment, Kan Min swung his hand, slamming a blinding bolt of lightning directly into the blonde guy's face. The lightning exploded, lighting up the entire hall as the jerk's eyes rolled back in terror. The impact deformed Ka Luong's face, sending blood and teeth flying everywhere. He was not done yet. With a cold, ruthless look, Kan Min reached out and grabbed the head of the guy who dared to insult his sister. In a flash of extreme violence, the hero slammed the guy's head down while delivering a devastating knee strike straight to the gut. The impact sent a shockwave through the air. Ka Luong collapsed like a pile of mud, clutching his stomach and coughing violently, looking completely broken. Kan Min looked down with ice-cold eyes, showing zero mercy. After witnessing that satisfying beatdown to protect his family, Kiki and her friend rushed over, shouting, "Kan Min, big brother!" Ka Luong's teammates finally snapped out of it, rushing over to pull their vice captain back onto his feet. They were terrified, whispering to stay back. That is Hua Kan Min, the captain from U-Magic University. They agreed it was better to just stay put and wait for their own captain to handle things. The lobby exploded. One guy grabbed his phone for a selfie, yelling into his livestream for everyone to check out this crazy rank C energy. The rank S from U-Magic University is insane. He just showed up and wrecked the Bok Sun vice captain. Helping their teammate who was groaning in pain, one Bok Sun student glared at Kan Min and screamed, "Hua Kan Min, our school did not do anything to provoke you." So why the hell did you just jump our vice captain like that? Facing the challenge, Kan Min just calmly straightened his collar. He shot a sharp look at his rivals, his voice cold and steady. You are right. You did not mess with me. But unfortunately, you decided to mess with my cousin and my friends. Laying flat on the ground, Ka Luong froze in total shock, his mouth hanging open as he struggled to speak. Right then, a powerful voice boomed from the back, cutting through the crowd. Move it, get out of the way. The newcomer was the captain of the Bak Sun team, Kai Hui. Seeing the total mess, Kai Hui snapped in frustration. I only stepped away for a minute to pay the bill. And you idiots already managed to cause all this drama? Seeing their savior arrive, one of the teammates cried out in relief. Captain, thank God you are finally here. Kai Hui walked straight toward Kan Min, scanning him from head to toe. Hua Kan Min from U Magic, I know you. Look, we might have started this, but we are both tournament teams. Do not you think you went a little too far? Kan Min just tilted his head, putting on a perfectly innocent face before hitting back with a question that really stung. Oh wait, you guys are actually a tournament team too? Which university are you supposed to be representing anyway? That question was a total gut punch to Kai Hui's pride. He bit his lip, cold sweat beads forming on his forehead. He did not even know who we were before attacking us. It was pure disrespect. Swallowing his rage, Kai Hui pointed a finger right at Kan Min. I am Kai Hui, the captain of the Bak Sun ability team. According to the tournament rules, getting into private fights like this is grounds for an immediate disqualification. If you do not apologize to my vice captain, I will report this to the Board of Education. Hearing the threat, Kan Min just gave a cocky smirk. Report me? Sure. Be my guest. Kan Min's total chill left Kai Hui speechless. Veins popped out on his face as he ground his teeth together, growling out the name. You. Hua Kan Min of U Magic University. Fine. You win this round. Kai Hu turned and waved his team away, sounding completely pissed. Let us go. The whole Bak Sun squad slunk away like a bunch of losers. Kiki grabbed her brother's sleeve, looking worried. Is this going to cause problems? Kan Min just patted her head and smiled. Do not worry. We were in the right. They are not going to kick me out over something this small. Meanwhile, in a quiet corner, a Bak Sun member leaned in. Captain, are we really just going to let this slide? Why not report him? Kai Hui shot him a look that could kill. Report him? I was just bluffing. U Magic is a top-seeded team. They would not get disqualified that easily. Kai Hui rubbed his forehead, looking exhausted and stressed. Plus, this is not over. Kan Min is not going to let us off easy. Hearing that, Ka Luong turned pale. Damn it. I already got the crap beaten out of me and he is still coming? Is he planning some kind of private revenge on us? Kai Hui looked at his useless vice captain and lowered his voice. No, what I am worried about is him taking his revenge right on the arena floor. That hit the team like a bucket of ice water. One guy clenched his fists in panic. We are dead. U Magic is going to absolutely crush us. By now, Ka Luong was actually sobbing, his bruised face looking both sad and pathetic. He folded his hands in prayer. Man, Ka Luong really dragged us into the mud this time. Please, gods, do not let us draw U Magic in the first round. Kai Hui looked at his shaking teammates and made a cold call. We worked too hard for this top 10 spot. Vuong Min, you are subbing for Ka Luong. If Ka Luong is still crippled tomorrow, you are taking his spot on the field. Vuong Min stood straight. Yes, Captain. Seeing Ka Luong shaking on the floor, Kai Hui just sighed in disgust. Scared now? Get up. I just hope U Magic does not decide to go too hard on us. Back with Kan Min, once the losers were gone, Kiki nudged him. Hey Kan Min, we should probably get going now. But Kan Min just gave a playful grin and held up his phone. Hang on, I still have one more person to pick up. Kan Min looked at his sister and dropped a total bombshell. It is my girlfriend. That answer left Kiki and her friends standing there with their jaws on the floor. While the group was still processing that, Kan Min casually started walking toward the main gate. Kiki asked her friend what the girlfriend might look like. Her friend was just as curious, betting she was a total supermodel with legs for days. Suddenly, a girl came sprinting toward them, waving. When she finally reached them, Kan Min introduced her with a smile. She is here. Meet my girlfriend, Tong Thu Van, and her roommate, Te Dong Ha. Standing in front of the group, Thu Van gave a happy wave. Hey, Kan Min, who are all these people? Kan Min introduced everyone one by one. This is my sister, Kiki, and her friends from the city. They all spoke up at once. Hi. Nice to meet you. Kiki could not stop staring at Thu Van. Wow, she is so gorgeous. Her friend immediately gave her a nudge and started teasing her. See, I told you she would be a total stunner, but you did not believe me. Thuvan giggled and pulled out 3 glowing glass bottles. You are quite the beauty yourself, cousin. These are rank B cultivation resources. They are not too expensive, but they should really help you out. You have to take them, okay? Holding the glowing bottles, Min Duong was literally sweating from the shock of her generosity. These rank B resources are not expensive? This stuff costs at least 5 or 6 million. Seeing that everyone was finally together, Kan Min stepped up like a boss taking charge of the situation. All right, looks like the whole gang is here. Let's hit the hotel and drop our gear first. Sister Kai, where's your place? I'll drive you guys over there right now. Kai says it's near the high-speed rail, maybe a kilometer away. Hearing that, Kan Min frowns. He's not feeling that location at all. Being near the tracks means it's way too far from the stadium, man. Kai just sighs, feeling totally helpless about the whole situation. This year's tournament is huge, so everything near the stadium was booked months ago. Seeing her chance to flex, Thuvan pulls that rich girl card perfectly. The train station is just way too far. Wild coincidence, but I actually have a few villas right by the stadium. If you're down, you should stay there. It'll be much easier, right? At the mention of villas, the friends lose it. Min Duong is sweating bullets, screaming internally. This city isn't some normal town, it's Thanhu, and things here are next level. Villas here cost hundreds of millions, and even with cash, you might get denied. His friend Mong Dish gulps hard, totally stunned by the flex. She wonders who Min's girlfriend really is. This girl's family background must be absolutely insane to pull this off. Feeling a bit shy but touched by their kindness, Kai smiles and agrees to the favor. Thuvan waves it off like a total pro, acting like the perfect future wife. Min's cousin is my cousin, she says. Then she whips out a red phone and barks an order. Uncle Hua, get over here. The moment she hangs up, tires screech to a halt. A fleet of shiny black luxury cars rolls up, literally smelling like money. They stop right in front of the group. The doors fly open, and a crew of buff guards in suits and shades steps out. The bearded leader bows with total respect. The sheer intensity of these guards is completely overwhelming for everyone. The small-town friends are losing their minds. Min Duong's jaw drops. Even the driver is a peak level 3 power user? That's terrifying. Mong Ditch is sweating, trying to process this. Back in Jiang City, any one of these 4 power users would basically be a god, wouldn't they? Seeing them frozen, Thuvan gracefully invites them in, breaking the awkward silence. Stop standing there, guys. Kai, get in the car. They'll take us straight to the villa right now. Kai is still dazed and can only stutter a quick okay. With the guards holding the doors, Kai steps into the massive, luxury interior of the supercar. As they pull away smoothly, Thuvan snuggles up to her boyfriend like a cute kitten looking for a compliment. So, was my performance good or what? Min smiles back, keeping it cool. Not bad. But you didn't need to call in the heavy hitters from the Tu Suyen province for this, you know? She giggles with a boss-level smirk. These guys are just family troops already stationed right here in Thanhu City. I just called them for a quick ride. Hearing that, even Min's genius brain takes a second to reboot. He gives her a blank chibi look. Isn't your family's main base at Ghost Cave number 7? Thuvan leans on his shoulder and explains calmly. Cave 7 is just our main turf. The Tun family actually has ties to every single major ghost cave out there. Min can only give a bitter smile and nod. Man, the influence of a Grandmaster-level family is honestly just terrifyingly huge. Time flies, and it's finally day 1 of the national tournament. At the center, a massive, high-tech stadium glows under the sun while media choppers swarm the sky. The hype is absolutely electric. Up in the VIP section, Kai's eyes go wide. She can't believe the turnout. Top factions like Thunder Dojo, Mad Hero, Light Legion, and Solstice Guild all sent level 7 Grandmasters to lead their teams. This is the biggest stage in the whole country. Thuvan smiles, analyzing the scene. It's the perfect chance to scout new talent. Nobody wants to miss out. Suddenly, colorful fireworks blast into the air, lighting up the bright blue sky. This is it. The moment everyone's been waiting for the official kickoff of the tournament. Under the spotlights, a slick MC in a black suit grabs the mic, cranking the crowd's energy up to a fever pitch. Welcome everyone to the National University Tournament. I'm your host for the event, Fong Nok. Before we get moving, let me introduce the 10 universities competing in the team battles. The roar hits the ceiling as he calls out the defending champs, Thon Kan University. Captain Vuong Kai leads the team out with that same arrogant look from yesterday, waving as the crowd screams their lungs out for Kane Dar. Keeping the energy high, the MC's voice drops into a dramatic tone. Next up, last year's runners-up, Matakyu University. The MC points to the tunnel as the real stars emerge. The entire stadium literally shakes as the crowd screams for Matakyu. Hua Kanmin leads his squad out into the light, looking like total bosses. His coat flutters in the wind and his face is cold, confident, and honestly just insanely cool. His vibe completely overshadows the defending champs. The hype keeps building as the MC points the other way for our third team. Then, things get really awkward. While everyone waits for another grand entrance, the team from Baksun University shows up looking like a total joke. It's the complete opposite of the epic hype we just saw. The MC tries to save it, calling them the dark horse of the competition. The Baksun crew slinks out, looking like they're at a funeral. Especially Ka Luong, his face is still covered in bandages, and he's walking like he's terrified of his own shadow. He's sweating buckets, clearly traumatized after that brutal beating he took just yesterday. Once everyone's on the field, the MC explains the rules. The tournament has 3 main categories: team, individual, and survival. The team and individual matches are going to be happening first, so get ready. Now for the prizes. Huge 3-dimensional holograms of rare treasures light up the entire stadium. The MC screams with pure excitement as the crowd goes wild. For the team event, every winner gets a custom set of CUBS combat armor. The individual champ grabs a space ring that holds 30 cubic meters of gear. Finally, the survival winner takes home a special CUB-6 amulet dug up from an ancient civilization, which packs some absolutely unbeatable defensive power. The organizers just pulled a move that made the whole stadium go absolutely nuclear. Fans are clutching their heads and screaming, unable to believe their eyes. Holy crap, that is class combat armor, S-rank gear, and they are handing out a set to every single person? That is insane. The organizers are being way too generous this year. With rewards this epic, the competition is about to get 100 times more brutal. While the crowd is losing it and gasping with envy, Kan Min just stands there with his hands behind his back, stone cold like a statue. That signature smirk creeps onto his face because, just as he predicted, these are exactly the high-tier items he needs right now. Catching the vibe while the teams are all huddled up, the MC keeps the hype train rolling through the arena. Next up is our first event, a team-based round-robin format. That means every university is going to have to square off against every other school in the bracket. The schedule is absolutely punishing, with 5 matches every single day for 9 days straight. He points to the big screen and bellows, and now, let the opening match of the tournament finally begin. Right on cue, the massive screen flashes with a blinding light to announce a heavy-hitting showdown. Magic Power University U versus the squad from White Mountain Power University. To get things ready for the brawl, the system kicks on a massive blue energy shield that wraps around the entire glass cage of the arena. The MC appears full screen, explaining the safety rules with a serious face. If any player finds themselves in a situation that is straight up life-threatening, the AI system will automatically trigger a rescue shield. But heads up, if that shield pops, that player is disqualified on the spot. Now, will the competitors from both teams please step into the arena? Down in the stands, the crowd is buzzing hard. Chao Min Duong shouts with excitement, "No way, the first match is already Magic U, this is going to be lit." The guy next to him agrees, saying Magic U has a cracked S-rank user this year. I wonder just how overpowered that guy really is. Another dude just rolls his eyes and scoffs, saying he is probably not even that big of a deal. Honestly, he is only at high-level Tier 3 anyway. Ignoring all the trash talk, Kan Min grips his long spear and strides up the steps toward the ring, looking like an absolute legend from the back. He gives a little smirk. Facing the White Mountain rep team right out of the gate, looks like our luck is actually pretty good today. On the other side of the line, Vice Captain Ka Luong is sweating buckets, his legs shaking as he begs his leader, Captain Kai Hui. "Captain, can I please sit this one out and let someone else take my spot?" Kai Hui just frowns and shuts him down. "No way. We practiced this formation a million times. Even if we lose, we have to show them our overwhelming spirit." Hearing the captain fire them up, the rest of the White Mountain crew gets their heads back in the game and pumps their fists. Exactly. Even if we take the L, we are doing it with style. The only girl on the team pipes up, saying the captain is right, so let's get out there. With a look of grim determination, Ki Hui draws his sword and yells, "Then let's move out." Both squads officially march into the center of the massive, wide-open arena as heavy winds kick up, making the air feel thick and tense before the big showdown. While the other guys are all stiff and nervous, Kan Min just stands there with his hands in his pockets, totally chill, like he is walking through a park instead of a cage match. Up in the bleachers, the fans are already breaking down the stats. Wow, Chu Fuang from Magic U has already hit mid-level Tier 4. That means their squad has 2 mid-tier 4s, 2 low-tier 4s, and only one guy who is still at high-level Tier 3. Someone else just clicks their tongue in pity, saying White Mountain is totally cooked since they only have 1 mid-tier 4 and 4 tier 3s. Chao Min Duong claps and says, "Yep, it is a classic case of one god carrying a bunch of dead weight." Blocking out all the noise, the members of both teams take their battle positions. The digital countdown starts echoing through the entire stadium. 3, 2, 1, go. As soon as the clock hits 0, the teammate holding the staff next to Kan Min asks him excitedly, "Hey, Captain, what kind of tactical formation are we going to run for this match?" Yellow lightning starts dancing and flashing across Kan Min's eyes. He smirks like a villain, and as soon as the words leave his mouth, he lets out a roar. "We do not need a formation." Suddenly, a storm of lightning explodes and wraps around his entire body. Our main man turns into a literal bolt of destruction, gripping his spear and charging solo right into the middle of the enemy team, leaving his 4 teammates standing there looking totally confused. Kan Min's lone wolf move sends the entire crowd into a total frenzy, with everyone booing and cheering at the same time. What kind of crazy move is this? Did the S-rank guy from Magic U just break his own formation? Is he always this reckless? Diving into the whole enemy team alone is a suicide mission. Totally. This guy is definitely done for. Seeing his opponent acting like a complete idiot and serving himself up, White Mountain's Captain Kai Hui is happy as a clam. He swings his sword and bellows, "Hua Kan Min just messed up his timing. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance. Ka Luong, Ma Long, charge with me." Then he turns back to give orders to his backline, "Lao Li, Lao Vuong. Hurry up and cover us with long-range magic and drop those support buffs now." With their morale peaking and trying to win by sheer numbers, the whole White Mountain team screams, "Let's go!"